one thought this could be done.
A warm welcome to you, everyone, wherever you may be watching. This is Politics Today, live on Channels Television. I'm Sean Kimaloe in Abuja. Tonight, we'll be getting some reactions on the development in Rivers State. There's been local government elections over the weekend, and there has been back and forth, legal tussle over that election. It held. Those who won in that election have been sworn in, albeit there are those who disagree with the process. But then what happened on Monday became a sort of a climax in all of the scenario which played out, and accusing fingers are already been pointed. The governor has already set up a panel to probe what has happened. Tonight we'll be getting this to hear from Governor Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the SCT. So sit tight, everyone. We'll be hearing from him in all of the development in the state tonight. But first and foremost, let's check out some of your political roundup stories.
Justice Emeka Nwite of the Federal High Court of Abuja has declared Julius Abure as the substantive chairman of the Labour Party. Delivering judgment, Justice Nwite affirmed the Abure-led leadership and the March 2024 Nnewi Convention that produced the national leadership. Justice Nwite further ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to recognize Abure as the legitimate chairman, overriding the Commission's earlier stand that Abure's leadership was invalid. Ahead of the October 19 local government elections in Kaduna State, the state governor, Senator Obasani, has led the All Progressives Congress electioneering campaign to southern part of the state to canvass votes for the party's chairmanship and councillorship candidate. The Deputy Governor, Dr. Adiza Balarabe, who led a campaign to Kakarko and Jaba local government areas on behalf of Governor Sani, assures to construct more rural roads, schools, hospitals, and also assist smallholder farmers in line with his administration's rural transformation agenda. The Plateau State Police Commander said it has designed an effective security template suitable for guaranteeing a hate-free atmosphere for the upcoming local government elections. The State Police Commissioner, Mr. Emmanuel Adeshina, stated this during a stakeholders meeting in Jos, the Plateau State capital. Meanwhile, the police command has announced the restriction of movement from midnight today to 6 p.m. on Wednesday, October 9, 2024. The All Progressives Congress has assured the people of Edo State that work toward the development of the state will commence right after the swearing-in of the governor-elect, Monday Okpebholo, and Deputy Governor-elect, Dennis Idahosa, as they're determined to bring progress to Edo State. The leaders of the party who disclosed this during the party's victory rally for Edo South in Benin City, the Edo State capital, where they thanked voters for giving them the mandate to serve. Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party, PDP's, continue with protests over denial of access to election materials, particularly the Beavers machines, for inspection by its legal team. Supporters of the party assembled at the party's state secretariat along Airport Road before moving on the streets, demanding that the electoral umpire, INEC, obey the court orders by allowing the PDP lawyers to access the election materials in their custody. The PDP lawyers, led by Olusegun Jolawo, said that INEC refused to accept the ex parte order from the High Court when presented to them at the INEC office in Benin City. The Cross River State Governor, Basi Otu, has sworn in 27 new permanent secretaries, emphasizing the importance of efficiency and productivity in the public sector. In his address, Governor Otu stressed the significant responsibility that comes with the position, highlighting the need to foster innovation and eliminate practices in progress within the ministries, departments, and agencies. A coalition of civil society organizations has called on the National Assembly to prioritize key electoral reforms and swiftly amend the Election Act 2022 and the Constitution. At a press conference in Abuja, the head of research and strategy of Kimpact Development Center, Mr. Oluwafemi Adebayo, urged the National Assembly to focus on 5 key electoral reform recommendations, which include interpretation and amendment of continuous voter registration provisions.
Thank you so much, everyone. It appears that there's some decisive actions, a legal one, it looks to me, and some in one way administrative that have been taking on the attacks we saw on 3 local government areas of Rivers State yesterday. So the governor, Sim Fubara, today pledged that the incident, unlike previous cases, will not be ignored or swept under the carpet, as his administration will collaborate with security agencies to identify the perpetrators and hold them accountable. Today, the government had set up a judiciary of inquiry into the arson, killings, and other forms of violence that occurred in the state yesterday. The move was after Abure, Eleme, and Emoa local government council secretariats were set ablaze. Take a listen to Governor Fubara on that.
It has become very clear that rather than get close to the path of peace, that this state is gradually turning to, would I say, a kingdom where law and order are no longer the order of the day. And we can't fold our hands and allow such a thing to happen. So I've decided to take this action to find out the immediate and remote causes of this. And most importantly, no matter the personality involved, we must bring them to book.
If you're not making $158,000 per year, but you'd like to, I strongly...
All right, tonight we'll delve into the ongoing political crisis in Rivers State, a situation that has escalated dramatically with the recent destruction of the 3 council offices. This shocking event underscores the deep-seated tensions and rivalries that have gripped the region, prompting Governor Fubara to take a stand against the perpetrator, just as you heard him today. Well, in a surprising move, the governor has reached out to former Governor Nyesom Wike on this program yesterday. He's urging him to set aside their differences for the sake of the people and the stability of governance in Rivers State. Well, as tensions continue to rise, we explore the implications of this crisis and the community and the urgent need for dialogue and reconciliation amidst an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty. I'm now being joined live by a former Rivers State Governor and Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike. He's live with us here in our studio. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Shem, very much. Thank you.
Yeah, let me quickly, before I allow you to be able to react to what the government said in terms of the panel, but what happened in your state was less than honorable yesterday, the destruction of those local government offices. What, in your own assessment, as a leader in the state, of what happened yesterday?
Well, there's no decent person, no person who believes in the peace and stability of any nation will say that you want to support violence, will say that you want to support destruction, will say that you don't want people to live in harmony. But what is important is that when there's violence, when there's instability, it is for you to ask question. What has led to that violence? What has led to instability? What has led to destruction? If at all, it's very key. I've said, I was a governor. I've always obeyed the rule of law. You heard the governor said that our state is turning to a state of anarchy where people do not obey the rule of law, where people do not obey the rule of law. What is obeying rule of law? You must respect. You must obey the judgment of courts. You must not take the law into your hands. It doesn't matter how you see that judgment. The moment you don't obey court judgment, you are inviting anarchy. You are inviting violence. Was that destruction done before now? Shall we leave your phone and listen to me?
I'm listening to you. I need to go through my question line.
The point we are making is that a governor came out on national television, not local television, to tell the world, I will not obey court judgment.
Did he say that?
Yes. In fact, to crown it all, He said there was nowhere in the judgment that the court said the election should not hold. He went as far as to say, I do not need police before I conduct an election. I do not need security agencies before I conduct an election. I don't need the protection of life and property. When somebody says, I don't need police, what are you saying? I'm inviting violence. Hoodlums will take opportunity. Saying police will not be involved.
But it seems that you are misinterpreting what the governor
Not
said.
misinterpreting.
Yeah.
No, not misinterpreting. You heard him say, I do not need police before I conduct election.
Because they withdrew police from the house here.
Fine. What is the function of police? What is the function of state security? To provide security so that hoodlums cannot take advantage and do bad. And you are saying, you can go. I don't care about it. I don't care about it. In that case, who is the perpetrator of that violence? Who?
Are you blaming the governor for the violence that...
It is not about blaming. Governor is the architect of the violence.
But you have been blamed. Your accusing fingers have been pointed at you.
No.
There are those, I mean, if you heard some of the social media videos that came up, and those who are saying no weekend, no rivers, and those who are destroying the property. And well, there are people, there are faces, and these are those who are called the pro-Wike supporters in Rivers State.
So
that have been pointed out and to have caused that mayhem yesterday.
You saw them causing the mayhem?
Destroying the properties,
what I'm saying, you saw them causing mayhem.
I want to buy your house. I can pay you cash for your house, no matter what condition it's in.
Yeah, they're caught on tape.
They're caught on tape.
I mean, you will see some of them. You see some of those their faces where they are smashing tables.
No. The point is, those faces you saw smashing are those who are my supporters.
Those who were chanting were the ones who would say, no weekend, no rivers.
How will I go to my business? You saw me, I was in Abuja. I never went anywhere.
But if your supporters have been linked to an event like that, what would you say to them?
If I know my supporters, I will condemn it. I'm not.
Are you able to condemn what happened yesterday? Because some of those who were said to have matched those venues were those who were said to be your supporters who were saying no weekend, no rivers.
See, let's not change the narrative. What was said is this. Yeah, Governor said people do not want to obey the rule of law, obey all law and order. What is law and order? What are people saying? Obey court judgment. Listen, so that we don't change the narrative. Obey court judgment. All of you presented yourself to the court. All of you brought your legal representation, your lawyers, senior advocates of Nigeria. And the matter was argued. And the court came up with judgment that by my own view, by my own opinion, I think this is what is supposed to be done. And therefore, I hereby say, you should do this, you should do that. Fine. That's called judgment. We want order. You heard the president say, the judiciary can settle all political disputes. And those who want to call, what did they do? For judiciary to settle disputes. And you came out as a governor to say, no, this is a fraudulent judgment, accusing judiciary of being fraudulent. I will not obey this judgment. I will go ahead and do what I'm trying to do. In that case, who is inviting violence? Who is inviting anarchy? You heard him say, our state is turning to where people do not want to obey law and order. What is law and obeying of law and order? Obey what the court has said. This country is a country where you see people trying to use opportunity because Wike is here. I have a grouse against Wike. I want to settle that grouse. This is the only way I can do it. You forget that it's not about Wike. It's about society. It's about state. It's about our nation. If today a court gives a judgment, not an order, a judgment, and say, look, this is what to be done. You have gone on appeal. You went on appeal, which means you are aware that there was a judgment against this, and you have gone on appeal. You don't want to be patient to follow the due process. Let appeal come up to say this and that and that. Equivalent of national television. I said, I will not obey. It's a fraudulent judgment. I have never seen that in my life, where anybody can come out because judgment is against you or it's not in your favor. You attack an institution to say it's fraudulent. It's not only, look at just what has happened. INEC said, we will comply with the court judgment. What did they do? That the REC, the Resident Electoral Commissioner, who acted on behalf of his office, he should be removed. Why? Because he said, look, we are going to comply with court judgment. Police said, look, we are party to this suit. The court has stopped us, and therefore, we are going to comply with judgment. He said, no, get out. I don't care. You don't need to. DSS was stopped. I said, look, you don't do this. We are not in a lawless society. And I feel so bad today. Nigerians, I hear a lot of people who say, nobody should derail democracy. Let us ask ourselves, who is derailing democracy? Who intends to derail democracy? Is it the man who said law and order, judgment of court should not be respected? Is it the one promoting democracy? All of us today are saying, I have heard former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, I've heard former President of the Jonathan saying about the derailment of democracy. Atiku said, oh, I praise Fubara for standing up tall. He's standing up tall to say court judgment should not be respected. That is, Nigeria will think tomorrow will grow.
Governor Wike, let me. I mean, you are a member. You are a life bencher. You are a very senior member of the Nigerian bar, and so there are fundamental issues.
Yeah.
What this judgment that you're talking about?
Yes.
How do you see it as a legal practitioner that a court is stopping a major institution of state from performing its constitutional duty?
Yes.
Police has been asked not to perform its duty. BSS has been asked not to perform its duty. What do you make of that kind of situation?
No. The court said you cannot support an illegal act.
He said, not provide security.
Yeah, because it is illegal. What is the problem? If you have seen the judgment, what did the court say? What did the court say? The court said, listen, INEC, you are the custodian of voters' register. It is the INEC register that you must use in conducting any election in Nigeria, be it local or general election. And that in conduct of election, I have heard people who say, Supreme Court said, we should go and do election. Supreme Court didn't say, go and do election tomorrow. What Supreme Court said, you cannot continue to say that you want to set up a caretaker committee when you know that the tenure of those who are there will be expiring so time. Therefore, you must set up a process to conduct the election. It's not as if you are not aware that the tenure of Shehu Okumbaloyo will expire so time. For you to be able to now start the process according to law to conduct that.
Do not buy solar panels if you live in California. It could be one of the worst financial decisions that you'll ever make. And here's
election. You refuse. Because This country is a country where anybody can do anything and go free. And all you do when you do that, you fall back to social media to carry blackmail, to carry propaganda, without telling the people this is what happened.
The question.
No, I just want to answer a question. I'm just coming to answer a question. You said stopping institutions from doing their lawful duty. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm coming.
Yeah.
And I'm saying nobody stopped. What they said, you cannot stop, and I mean you cannot be part of an illegal act. You must comply with the provisions of law. This thing these people want to do is illegal.
So someone can wake up tomorrow morning and stop a presidential election. That is the
no, that is not. No, it's not correct. It's not correct. That's why I said, listen to me. Let me just so you know what is the problem. People come to say Supreme Court said do election. So look, you cannot set up caretaker. You must conduct election. In conduct of election, conducting election does not mean you not follow due process. What is the due process? There must be a time. You must give notice for election. You must publicize that this is the time we'll do election. And the APC went to court. Listen, you did not follow due process by law. You did not follow it. And you must follow it. And if you don't want to follow it, INEC, you should not release this because this is in contravention. This is in violation of the law. Have they done bad? And police, look, your duty is to make sure things are done in accordance with the law. If these people say they want to go on with this, you cannot participate. It's illegal. And the court made it clear that, look, INEC cannot. Let them go and comply with what the law says. If they comply, go ahead. The court didn't say you can never do it.
Let me ask you,
yes.
What do you make of the jurisdiction of the federal high court in a local government election?
No. That's not the problem people have. What is the issue? The issue is about INEC. Don't release voters register. Police, don't be part of it. SSS, do not be part of it. These are federal agencies. You cannot go to the state high court. You have to go to federal high court. And that is why they went to federal high court. No state high court can try any matter or preside over any matter that INEC is involved. So they went to federal high court where they know they have the decision to INEC should be there. Police is that they're all federal agencies. So they went to federal high court. And they're right.
If you look at it on the flip side, there are conflicting orders from Court of Coordinate Jurisdiction in Rivers State.
No, it's not correct. Let me tell you. And that is why people should get the facts clear. In July, this matter was filed in July. The Attorney General was sued on behalf of the Rivers State government. INEC was sued. Inspector General was sued. The State Secretary was sued in July. In July, the plaintiff's lead lawyer is one of the renowned lawyers we have in this country, J.B. Daudu, SN. The other parties have their own, like Femi Falana and all of them, senior advocates, we're all involved.
That is Justice Lifu Scott.
Yes.
The federal high court judgment that was delivered on, and the registrar stamped it in September.
No, you're talking, see, you're making a mistake. You're talking about state high court now.
No, it's the same.
You're talking about coordinate jurisdiction.
The order you are talking about was an order that was, let me go to the final page because it's a full judgment, which you have a hard copy.
Yeah, that's the federal high court.
That's the federal high court.
You are asking about court, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
So that's what I'm explaining to you. I said, look, this matter came up at the federal high court. You asked me, why should they dive into it? Then you talk about coordinate jurisdiction. And I said, look, this matter, they sued the Attorney General, who represent Rivers State government. They sued Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, who is supposed to conduct the to receive the voters register from INEC. They are to receive the voter register. The reason why they sued them there was because they are to receive the voter register to conduct the election. Without the voter register, you cannot conduct local government election. So this matter was filed in July. Arguments were heard, and the court reserved judgment. Now you went and sued yourself.
Who are you talking about here?
No, I'm coming. The APP that they declared that won sued themselves, sued the governor, and their cronies, sued the River State Independent Electoral Commission, who was a party in the Federal High Court. Now, they refused to defend it. Of course, you know, they refused to defend it. Look, we're already before the Federal High Court. It's again, the Attorney General before the Industrial Federal High Court. River State Independent Electoral Commission is Industrial Federal High Court. Then APP went to the State High Court to sue the same government, River State government, that's already before the Federal High Court, to sue the River State Independent Electoral Commission that's already before the Federal High Court, and then got an order on the 4th or 5th of September and kept it. Then now, judgment of Federal High Court, before the judgment, when they have given them notice, the judgment will be tomorrow or next tomorrow. Then I came, oh, we have an order from the State High Court. Now let me tell you, you say you gave INEC directive. INEC is not a party to the suit. How can you give INEC a party that is not a party, a party that's not in the suit? You gave IG order, it's not in the suit. You gave DSS order, it's not in the suit. They're not party to the suit.
So you are saying that the State High Court should not have entertained that matter in the first place. Is that what you're saying?
First of all, it's not possible. How can you give order to people who are not parties to the suit? Is it possible? And in any case, which is the later firm? The later judgment, which is the judgment, not interlocutory injunction, not ex parte injunction, a judgment of court, well considered, no matter how wrong it is. And that's what the appellate court, and that's what they have appealed. Why not be patient and see what the appellate court will do? That the judge was wrong. And the appellate court said, look, the judge, you are wrong. And that's why we have appellate court. We don't take laws into our hands to say, because this judge gave this Governor Wike.
There are those who believe that you know the game, that there was a deadline and a timeline upon which local council elections should have been conducted. That all what is going on is for you to hold the River State government in such a way that the federal government had given them deadline, upon which time we are not going to give the local government funds any longer. And the governor has said that is the plan that you and your friends are making, such that the River State government and the local council are going to be held down without funds.
I take exception to the fact, first of all, I don't know how they decided with the federal government, how the federal government worked out that arrangement with them. I'm not a party to it, so I do not know about that. I don't work in the office of the Attorney General of the Federation. I didn't go to court. APC went to court. They went to court in July. Right? This is October. This is October. You see, the problem we have is that in most cases, when you don't have good lawyers doing your work, you blame the judges. If you've read the judgment, which I think you should have.
I have read the judgment.
Fine. 9 preliminary objections. 9 preliminary objections from July. Look at the judge took all the 9 preliminary objections, considered them, and gave his opinion. And then went into the substantive matter. What's my business? Is it okay, even if I know the game as a political strategy? Yes. What's wrong in that? Assuming as a political strategy.
Are you saying you don't know, you are not aware of all the gimmicks that is going on?
What
because they say you are the one behind all of this.
Oh,
you are the one behind the APC. You are the one behind PDP.
Yeah, okay.
The inside PDP and the outside PDP.
Yeah.
And you hold all of those structures.
You must be a superpower. You must be a Superman. Then you must be a Superman.
Is Tony Okocha not your man?
How is he my man?
Is he not your friend?
They fought me against the governorship election. So how is he my man?
So those who are saying that you are the one who is responsible for bringing Tony Okocha, they are wrong.
How could I have gone to bring Tony Okocha who's in the APC?
You are denouncing your friend then.
He's my friend does not mean that I brought him to APC.
They say he's your political, you are your political friend that you have used.
But he fought me
to hold the structure.
Okay, hold on. He fought me in governorship election, but he's my friend.
But you fought the APC, but now you are working with them in the presidential election.
No, I didn't fight with. I said for presidential election, I'm going to support equity, fairness, and justice. And in the other one, I'm going to support my party. And that's why we won governorship, National Assembly election. But for presidential, I have no apologies because I don't believe in against injustice. I don't believe something is not equity. I don't believe that you will not allow other people to participate. Today, people say, oh, discipline wicked. He did anti-party. Hold on. I did not do anti-party. I said, we must stand for equity, fairness, and justice. Today, what happened? The governor is the one who sponsored the APP. The chairman of governors for Bala Mohammed was the one who attended the swearing of APP chairman. So what is all the hula about? What's all the cry? Wiki. I said, I am not going to support injustice. And I have no apologies to render to anybody. Because in our party, the PDP party, this is what we have said that we are going to do. And getting to this period, he refused. And I said, okay, if you refuse, I will also not agree to this. And I have no regrets at all.
That's the grievance the likes of Austin Opara has against you.
Oh, no. It's
when
not.
They believe that that the reason why they fell out with you and their group is the fact that you were not going to stand with the party.
Okay, let me tell you, that's the what I call political illiterates when they make that kind of statement. They're political illiterates. Let me tell you, I don't blame Austin Opara. How do you beat a child and say he should not cry? In 2006-07, he wants to run as governor of Rivers State. We belong to the same group with Amechi that time. We supported Austin Opara to go to be deputy speaker at the National Assembly to protect and support Amechi's ambition. He developed an ambition to be governor. We said, no, you will not. We will not allow that. This is not what we agreed. Yes, it's correct. We said, no, that's not what we agreed. He said, why should you betray us? Why we supported you to be deputy speaker? Was to go and stay in Abuja and protect our interests so that we can produce a governor for Amechi. I'm getting here. People now came to speak to him. How he's qualified to be a governor. And then he started governorship and governorship. Okay. By the grace of God, he did not become. In 2014-15, I was one instrumental who fought with Amechi on the structure of PDP. Yes, it's correct. And we won to the structure of the party PDP. Amechi left for APC. Austin Opara forgot who was in charge and this and that. I had him on television when he said, Jonathan, the wife, this is, I don't want to go into that.
But weren't they also responsible for your imagination?
No, please
Would you not accord those respects to the likes of Patient Jonathan and Goodluck Jonathan?
I have always never wanted to go into that. It would be unfair before Almighty God. I will say that Patient Jonathan never supported me. It would be unfair. I don't have that blood to say somebody who supported me did not support. No, I will not.
Let's say in part, that family made you politically.
No, that will not be
right. Jonathan made you minister.
No,
Patient Jonathan supported you to be governor.
Listen. You must give credit to Jonathan that he appointed as a minister. You must give the credit. And I worked for it. I did. Nobody can say I was a sleeping minister. No, it's not correct. But the truth of the matter, Patient Jonathan supported me. And I have always said that. But when he said, when I watched Austin Opara, or not I should have, when I watched Opara, I laughed. What happened? He wanted to be governor at the same time. They told him to go. He cannot. As of 2015, We want somebody who can withstand Amechi to stand for governor. They told me you don't have what it takes. Yes, he knows that. I have never wanted to come out on national television to say Jonathan, Mrs. Jonathan never supported her neighbor, and I will not do that. That would be ingratitude to the latter. I won't do that. Now, in 2023, Osnopra wants to be governor. This is one of the, he was one who said, I cannot serve a master and serve a servant. Who is the servant? Fubara, according to him. We sent the chairman of Elders Forum. We sent the chairman of the party that doesn't want to Akawo. And the governor himself today to go and talk to Osnopra, plead with him to support you. Osnopra told him, I will not serve master and serve servant. Right? Because I said I was not going to support him for governor. So the issue of parting way with me is not because of Atiku. It's not correct. Totally not correct. What happened? Because he lost that opportunity of becoming governor, and then there was this problem. All they did was to gang up, to go and support Atiku, which I said fair for me. So I will now know who is in charge, who is on ground, and we beat them mercilessly. In terms of the election, they couldn't even do campaign. They didn't get 10%, that's a PDP state. So if Osnopra is saying this, what do you expect? You beat a child such a way, he won't cry. I can see what is happening to them. It is the same servant. He's serving now. It's the same boy that said all of them were claiming they cannot serve the boy. I have no regrets. As far as I'm concerned, to the glory of God, I did what I did for the interest of the state, for the state to move forward. And I've said it severally, whether anybody wants it or not, likes it or not, is that, you see, there are a lot of people who you cannot attach to their character. And I feel so bad in this country. And that's why people say, politicians. No, I don't agree. Politics is what exposes people. Politics is what tells you who characters these people are.
Let's take a pause.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of issues as to you and Governor Fubara, because Governor Fubara told me yesterday that he has knelt down for you severally. What else do you want from him? I would like to know that when we come back from this break, everyone. Join us again. Thank you so much, everyone. Welcome back to the conversation. Let's get back to the conversation with the former River State Governor and Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike. Thank you so much indeed for your time. You mentioned the issue of character. And if you bring the issue of character, those who will point at kissing finger that Governor Wike, you are the same person you said you do not like godfatherism. And there are moments when you have said it in the past that you will not disturb Sim Fubara if you leave office. That in fact you said that you don't want to be minister. So when you talk about politics and character, there are those who will say today you are not preaching what you are acting.
No, where have I said that I don't want? I said that my sole aim of supporting president is not that I want to be a minister.
What about the issue of godfatherism?
What is godfatherism? What is godfatherism?
You said if he becomes governor, you will leave him alone.
Have I not left him alone?
You have not.
How?
He has accused you that he has knelt down to you severally. There are those who will be asking the question, what else do you want from him?
What did he kneel down for me for?
It was between you and him.
No, he said that. Excuse me. Look, first of all, I deny that fact.
I did not kneel down.
Never. But that again, why should you kneel down? What offense did you commit? Did you commit an offense to kneel down? If you knelt down, what are you kneeling down for? It's not correct. The point I'm making, by the intervention of Mr. President, and I say, look, Mr. President cannot, as a father of the nation, cannot come and call you and say, look, this should be done, this should be done, this should be done. And we said, okay, Mr. President, we are going to comply. And we did comply. And then you started playing tricks. You say, this is not the way things are. If that is the case, okay, We're out of it.
But Minister Wiki, just for a moment, because what you are talking about now is that some Rivers elders are unhappy that you are still holding on to Governor Fubara politically and you're not allowing to act. And since you mentioned that matter, let me play this for you.
Okay.
This is when you are talking about successor and how you will not play Godfatherism.
Yes.
We've seen successors turn against their predecessors in politics.
Yes, yeah.
Would you be worried if that happens to you?
Why? Is he serving me? Was he born to serve me? He wanted to serve the state. The problem we have, or leaders have, is that look, you succeeded in supporting the person to be in office, right? What you did is it for him to fail or to succeed. You want you to come into your house to be taking orders. You want your wife to go into time, look, this is what I want to do, not what. No. You see, once you have left office, you give yourself that respect. I say, I have done my own. If you want my advice, it's okay. If you don't want my advice, it's okay. But for me to begin from day to day, telling you must do this, you must do that, that's not acceptable. That's why people fail. They get, oh, you know, after I did this, see what you have done. Okay. It's one time to send me to jail.
I love breakfast, especially when Mom started adding this new stuff on top. It's healthy and delicious. Yum.
So you were the one who said that you were going to leave him alone.
Yes.
Why are you leaving him alone?
What is the problem? And that's what I've said. What have I done that contradicts what I said there? Has Fubara ever told you, I said, come and be giving me money? Has he come and told you that I said, I should do this and then I refuse to do, and I'm not happy?
So what exactly is the problem?
The point is that he had a problem. He plotted a coup to remove the Speaker of the State House of Assembly. And the thing boomeranged against him.
So it's not between you, it's not a personal political issue.
Listen,
it's not about demand and supply.
Demand of what? Of what?
Of resources.
No, please. By the grace of
because
God.
That's what politics.
No, Sharon, by the grace of God today, I'm the Minister of FCT. I have my own budget, I control. So what is that? Has he ever told you that I said, go and bring me this one naira? And he said no, and that's why I'm fighting him.
But he said
now,
that
to tell you that I meant well, and I said it there, is for you to make insults. When I was leaving, in the executive council, first of all, I brought him to start learning about executive council meetings when he was governor-elect. I didn't have that opportunity. I brought him. 2, I was one on the executive council, approved the ring road. I took him to Germany, the headquarters of Julius Berger. I said, look, you will make your second tenure easy if you concentrate and finish this ring road. I was the one. I was the one who said, look at this project, look at this project, look at this project. See where we have stopped. Make sure if you continue with the project and finish them, nobody will contest election again if I didn't mean well.
So, but what he said that today that he is willing to allow for peace, that is up to you.
Who told you that? See, that's the problem.
No, he said, the governor said that it's up to you.
The problem, no. First of all, up to me how? First of all, what do I want? I've told you here severally, what is the problem? What has led to all these people are talking about? Let me tell you the thing. First of all, APC went to court. I didn't go to court. Court gave judgment. You say it will be judgment. And people say, you are seated here as a governor who's supposed to uphold the rule of law. You come out openly with impunity. You will not obey court judgment. If anything you want to do, you will do. Nothing will happen. It's not my business. So who is the one laying foundation? You see, that's the problem I've asked. Tell me the simple truth. And it is in this country I've seen that because of peculiar things.
Don't trade alone. Trade with me live. using one simple strategy, and I'll help you get.
So we always say there'll be a debate between the Republicans and the Democrats, and we're all interested. All interested. Why? Why? So Supreme Court was to give judgment about Trump matter. Everybody was waiting. What will Supreme Court of America, United States say? They came up and said, look, this is this is that. You never had anybody say, we will not agree to what Supreme Court said. You never had anybody say, it's a fraudulent judgment. I will not obey it. You never had that. You never had it. It's only in our own country. We are excited about what's going to happen, what is happening in another country. But we're not excited about how we can. So say, look, we must obey in order not to bring fire to
Governor Wike, let me ask you quickly. For the sake of peace, what in your own up to Governor Fubara?
It is in.
In your own power, what do you think this political crisis, because it's affecting governors in the state?
No.
And for those who are saying that, Governor Wike, you've had your time in the state, allow this man to run his government.
No, it's not correct. I stood in that state. Look, who is fighting him? Shehu, have you forgotten that from 2015 to 2019 to 2023, I had it rough for federal government? Yes.
Is it the reason why you're fighting?
No, what I'm saying, nobody's fighting. No, the point I'm saying that nobody's fighting you. Federal government is not fighting you. I had, but yet I concentrated about doing governance.
But Wike is fighting.
No, how is he fighting for? How?
All the political issues.
What is the political issue in politics?
No, Wike.
Listen, in politics.
Who is the leader of the PDP? I asked you the question the other day.
What's the leadership?
Chief Bode George yesterday said that he will ask you to allow Sim Fubara to run, that he is the leader of the PDP in the state. Would you agree? That's an elder in the party.
Let me tell you, it's something I read on pages of newspaper. I don't know whether it's correct. I read that people say that Tinubu should come into order. I don't believe he said so. I don't believe he said so. But if he said so, how do I take it? When this is a man who said, if Tinubu wins, he will leave the country.
Shouldn't the president call you to?
No. Sit down. No, listen. I said I don't believe he said so, but assuming he said so, how will you take it? A man who said, if Tinubu becomes governor, he will leave the country. And in December now, who is that telling the same Tinubu he will leave the country to come into order? Two, this, like I said, I don't believe so. But assuming do not consider. He said so. Now, he cannot say leadership. I don't know that inside the provision of the Constitution. But that's not the point. Governor is leader, so what does that got to do with me? Am I dragging anything? Does it mean that if he's the leader of the party and I said, okay, you're leader of the party, but I want this man to be party chairman. He said, does not want the man to be party chairman. So I will say, because the leader of the party says so, I should not pursue the interest of the man I want to be party chairman. I've never seen people talk this way. How? All it depends. Let's go to the Congress.
Governor Wike,
let's go to the
Congress.
Let
me take you to the panel of inquiry and what are your thoughts? Okay. I mean, whether or not that is going to be the same line of action that you would take when that kind of violence is unleashed. But you have still not been able to condemn what happened yesterday.
Oh, how do you want me to? I said, no true person will not condemn that. How do you want me to condemn? I've told you, who will support violence? Who will support destruction?
Are you able to tell your supporters not to be involved?
My supporters, I don't know, hearing me that nobody should be able to support that. No true Nigerian, no true River State should. Is it when you see me naked, that's when you will know that I am not in support of it? Now you talk about panel of inquiry. The governor said that this is the handwork of his political opponents.
Could it be you?
No, but having known them, what are starting of a panel of inquiry? You know them. All you need to call police, arrest them, charge them for arson. You know them. You have said so. So what is the basis of judicial power of inquiry? I know look, I have told our lawyers, go ahead and set aside those rubbish. That's rubbish. Complete rubbish. Who takes that?
You mean the local government elections?
No, not about local government elections. It's the matters in court. I don't comment about matters that are in court.
What are you asking them to set aside?
No, what is called what do you call this? What do you call them? Judicial, what do you call it?
Panel of inquiry.
Inquiry what? When the governor knows. What do you want to inquire? You
so
know.
you are countering you have told the lawyers to counter what the governor has
No, the governor said that he knows if the political opponents did this. So what are you setting up panel of inquiry again?
So why would you now move to go around to the court to set?
No, it is a waste of resources.
Why would you allow him to just? He's the governor.
No, listen.
Did anybody do that to you?
No, I didn't know them. So that's why I had to set panel of inquiry to find out what happened. It's not that now that you know that they are political opponents. So what are you setting up panel of inquiry for? You know that Shehu did this. You know that Joseph is the one who did this. You know that Peter was the one who did this. So what are certain panel of inquiry for?
Let me ask you quickly.
Yes.
You as a live bencher and a very senior member of the bar, you saw what is happening with the judiciary.
Yes.
Are you worried about what is going on? Because the escalation of the political crisis is also partly could be blamed on the judiciary.
No, let me tell you something. And I continue to say it's an opportunity, I must say clearly. And I'm one of those that I will never fear for anything. I will speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Now let me tell you, people talk about the independence of the judiciary. Everybody accept that. But the problem I have, judiciary is self. You don't want to accept that independence. I have never in my wildest dream that as a head of court, as the leader of the judiciary, I will accept what is going on today. The blackmail against judges and justices. Let me just tell you the truth. It's unfortunate. I watch today. Your lawyers will not do the case well for you. You fought to blackmail judiciary. You put it on the television. You call it a judge, a rogue. You say, oh, they should remove so judge. And then you sit as a head of court and listen to that. I will not do that. There are procedures. If you think any judge has done anything wrong, write a petition to the NJC. You don't blackmail the judges and justices by bringing it on television. Then you now go back. Now, let me tell you something. In Rivers State High Court, let me show you. Rivers State High Court, over 30 cases by the surrogates of the governor, all of them. They have expert order 1, expert order 2, expert order 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expert orders every day. We have never one day gone on television to say this justice or this judge is corrupt. No. All we do, they are not the final court. And our lawyers have always told us, listen, you have given us this matter. The day we hear you, go to television, go to social media, or sponsor to castigate the judges or justices, we will give you back your file. Allow us to go and talk the law in court. We don't talk law. So the point I'm making is that judiciary should also help themselves by saying, look, you cannot blackmail us. If a judge gives a judgment, it's not a final judgment.
Governor,
you go and appeal.
Yeah, we are totally out of time. And I'd like you to, in 30 seconds, if you can give your final thought. Because as it is right now, Governor Fubara said yesterday on this program that he's willing, for the sake of peace, to do anything. Can you also commit to the people of Rivers State to say you will do everything to allow for peace? And what would that be?
Peace when you obey rule of law. That is peace when you say you obey court judgment.
What will Wike do?
What Wike is
to allow for peace?
Obey court judgment. Allow the rule of law to prevail. Because if you don't obey the court judgment, if you don't adhere to rule of law, you are bringing anarchy.
All right.
Mr. President has said judiciary. You see, let me tell you. I told you, I know you are out of 10, but I told you I had a problem in 2015. When the elections were 25, I didn't take the laws into my hand.
Right.
So everybody, what can bring peace in this country is obedience to the rule of law. Subject as rule of law, not rule of power.
Yeah. We're totally out of time. Thank you so much indeed.
My goodness. This weekend, hey, God I beg, God forbid. God, this one now person husband, now person papa. He go get children, get grandchildren. Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is gone. With people like this, there's no way. You see what this man came to perform? You see the drama when this guy come perform? You see the drama? Look at him lying through his teeth, telling people to obey the rule of law. Please, which rule of law? Did they obey they themselves? Wike himself, did he obey the rule of law? That's the question. Has he ever obeyed the rule of law? Can you imagine? They're asking him. They are telling you this man has begged, he has knelt down, he has done everything to ensure that there's peace. Will you? He said, let him obey the rule of law. So indirectly, he's admitting to the fact that he's behind the mayhem in his state. Oh my God. Ha! Omo. This no be joke, oh. This is crazy to me. This is crazy. Honestly. This is completely crazy. What kind of human being is this? What kind of human being is Wike? Look at him lying from the beginning of that interview to the end. This man was just lying left, right, center. Look at him trying to justify. And he always go to Shehu because Shehu doesn't know how to push back. Shehu is just there to collect his check at the end of the month. Or however, this is the kind of thing that Rufai will push back. The interview go turn quarrel between two of them. Rufai will not tolerate half of this nonsense. The blatant lies that Wike was just dropping, Shehu could not push back. Shehu could not. I'm sure before the interview started, they would have given him the parameters, the loophole. He would say, okay, you know what, I have to ask you this question. So that it's not as if you're just talking, and that's what is almost curated. This man just came to lie. You are saying obey the rule of law. You people are the ones that are not obeying the rule of law. In you, when you were governor of Rivers State, you had people snatching boxes, people unalive because of you, because of your desperation. You single-handedly destroyed your own pattern. No. Man. No. Mama Echo, welcome. I see you, Mama Echo. Welcome. If you want to talk now, talk, I beg. Hey, God, I beg. Hey, it's so no. Hey. Oh, yeah. Nigerians are in so.
Nigeria PSC belongs to Wike and Jagaban, the city boy.
Look at him saying, you hear him when he said that, what was it he said? I did this for him. I took him to Germany. I did this one to him. I main character syndrome. That man is a narcissist.
But is it not the same thing? They said Jagaban built Lagos. And Jagaban don't come Nigeria. Don't they build Nigeria for us?
It's terrible, though. Look at this. What do you call this? A show of thuggery. Show of your own state, your own people. You don't even care about them.
Did they care?
You.
Did they care?
You are ready going to set fire on your community because
they are oppressed so much.
The local government chairman of that Wike's local government, he came out. He said, if they come and touch any of those buildings in their local government, they will touch Wike's businesses and his friends' businesses. It is hot in Rivers State. Oh my God. Mama Echo, go ahead.
When people turn themselves to emperor, that is just the behavior of Wike and City Boy. Emperor. But I assure them one thing. Every day for the thief. One day for the owner. My children will be free. The question one want to ask Wike is this. Shebi he took over from Amechi. Did Amechi terrorize him like this? It's a question. Did Amechi terrorize him like this? I agree. Now he use River State money they put for Bara. Not be money. Now he rig election they put for Bara. I agree. But is that why he will torment him so that he can be collecting the money of River State? They're going to give him Torah. As Jagaban lay siege on Lagos State, that every governor that coming, they must give him court. Is that not where his riches came from, City Boy? The same thing Wike want to do in River State. And Fubara said no. Now this wahala. But I not blame Wike. Now those useless river boys that are carrying gun to go and work for him, now I blame. You see Wike's sons among those when they fight for an arm. And yet now his sons, now they eat the benefit of the loot when he loot. Duref Farotimi, he wrote a book. Do not die in their war.
In YouTube, starting screensaver.
But River State people,
muting,
that they die for Wike war. Look at. He not be like person when they drink ogogoro from morning till night.
You get his voice now. You know when he talk. You know even fit talk. Come on, look at his face.
He be like person. His face be like person when he just drink. He just go drink sapele water, full belly before he come there. Look at upon all the money when he dey chop. Look at how haggard he is. So haggard. Because he lives on ogogoro, sapele water. When they put for Oyibo bottle, they can call her one name. Wike. Before you go do this, your gragra. I bet me go mortuary so that you go see how you go be the day when you don't buy. Go there. Then when you finish for mortuary, make you go bury ground. Make you go see where you go end up and see the size. And tell me how many of these things when you dey fight for now go enter that bury ground with you. And this is applicable to all the people that have looted my children's destiny. It's applicable to all of you. But you see, suffer for earth, you people will suffer on earth. The day of reckoning is coming. The day when we go hold, me and my children go hold una for brokers, it dey come very soon. Because this una impunity, it can never continue forever. The painful thing is that you guys are eating your own destiny. Now you people are eating the destiny of my children. And even the unborn children. Because all the money they borrow. Some of them they go start paying in 2050, in 2070, in 2080, in 2100. By that time, una go there alive. All the children of these wicked oppressors, make una notice so una go scot-free. Bad no. Una no go scot-free. Because the broom when they tell sweep first wife come out. Now that they also they sweep second wife. Ìgbálẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi gbá ìyá ńlẹ̀ jáde. Ó ní wọ́n fi ń gbá ìyí tó tẹ̀lé. Because nobody has challenged you people, you continue to live as emperor. Very soon, very, very soon, me and my children will challenge you people. I promise. They say pikin when not they let him mama sleep, he not they sleep. Oh. The wicked elders and evil men, evil politician, evil elite, evil religious leader that says my children will not fulfill destiny. Your day of doom is knocking. I no put water for my talk. Una vow that until una breathe una life breath, you guys will continue to make Nigeria dry and give them hunger, lack, and hopelessness. Your day of doom is knocking, and it will soon happen. By the mercy of God that gave me breath today, before the end of this year, una go hear from me and my children. Oh my, you know see what they do for barrack? Who sold barrack? Who sold police barrack in Lagos? Who sold that barrack? Police, when they manage for those dirty barrack, and they see they commit havoc on the road in order to survive, they are making my children dry. They not fit see smartphone for children hand. They not fit see laptop for children hand. Now they don't they drive, they come up for is it Okwebi barrack Abure. So what will they do? With the 70, 30,000 minimum wage. Jagaban, you really promise us you will start from where Buhari stopped, and you are really doing it. You say you go reduce their purchasing power. They reduce them every day. Police, una see una life. You know, say they make una useless, and yet
Mama,
at the end of the day, when my children want protest, una go
Mama,
go.
I beg, hold your thoughts. I beg, not forget what you want to talk. I won't play this video where the chairman of Obiokpo take respond. I really want to hear what you have to say. So I won't make you listen to her. I beg. Okay. Okay.
Arson and explosions on some local government secretariats in Rivers State following grassroots elections there over the weekend. A newly built council secretariat at Isiokpo was set ablaze. Another secretariat in LML local government area was also razed. The attacks follow the withdrawal of police officers securing the 23 council secretariats by the Commissioner of Police. Arise correspondent Andy Omano has more.
Sounds of gunshots around Obiakpo Council barely less than 20 minutes after the newly elected council chairman, Chijoke Ihunwo, swore in 17 councillors at the legislative chambers of the LGA. Scores of people sustained varying degrees of injuries in the process.
We are disappointed with the Nigerian police because if you look at the council is close to a station, a divisional station. But we are disappointed. We are happy that the house have been proclaimed.
Aoda East Council also witnessed the same, with one person feared death. LMA Council was not spared, just like Ikwere and Emoha councils. While only the administrative section of LMA Council was set ablaze, the entire secretariat complexes of Ikwere and neighboring Emoha LGAs went up in flames. Omuma LGA was also not left out. The development is now eliciting condemnations across the state and the entire nation.
We are aware that the enemies of the state will definitely take this approach since they have failed in every of their plans to see that Rivers State local government election did not come to play. And that is why we were begging the IG of police to see how he can tell the Zone 16 and the Commissioner of Police Rivers State to work in synergy to build the peace, the security architecture that will protect life and property.
The level of desperation of some individuals whom, when they cannot get what they want through the front door, they try to get it through the back door. But unfortunately, the local government elections have been concluded and the chairmen that have been elected have been sworn in. So now it's straight to the business of governance and nobody can stop that.
But the new chairman of Obiakpo Council has a word of advice for those responsible for the killings, arson, and protests across local councils in the state.
For those who say they want to burn our local government, people have served as council chairman, that's of Lady Chibu and others of the Lord. People have served, so why do you want to destroy, because of your own person, you want to destroy the property of the government? Because they have served their tenure and leave. I will do my own and leave. So we don't need all this distraction, people coming to destroy the secretariats because of their personality, because of what they want to gain. So I want to assure people that I will ensure that we work together as a team. And for those who are doing protests, I'm going to call them that they should come back, because if they die, nobody, man sending them will not even pick their call. That is the worst part of it.
But despite the violence perpetrated across different council areas in Rivers State, many residents say the days of one strong man, godfatherism, and politics of thuggery are gone. They are now setting agenda for the new council chairman.
Why the local government chairman cannot fend for everybody in their local government? They can come up with policies that will touch positively the lives of everybody in that local government. For example, you can come up with grants, you can come up with loans, you can come up with, there are so many policies. All you need to do is get sound advisor that will advise you on what to do, the economic steps to take, policies to come up with that will benefit the generality and not just a microscopic few.
Of course, they know that the major problem in the country now is that of hunger. We expected that in the past a decade that the local government should open roads where our farmers can evacuate the produce from their farms to the market, to create access to them for finance, security, and of course, where the goods produced and in the farms will have free roads to the market so that people can have food to eat and train their children.
Soldiers are reported to have taken over the Ahoda East Council Secretariat, where one person was feared dead after being shot to forestall a reprisal. The police had early Monday morning unsealed the entrances into the 23 SGA secretariats on the order of the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun. Meanwhile, as the state grapples with these challenges, some of the newly sworn-in council chairmen have appealed to residents of their respective local governments to remain calm and peaceful in the face of provocations. It's Andy Omano, Arise News.
If you're not making $158,000 per year, but you'd like to,
Well, joining us now on the morning show is Toyin Patrick Cole, 2023 APC gubernatorial candidate for Rivers State. He's joined by Chijioke Hunwo, the elected chairman of Obiakpo LGA Rivers State. Good morning and most welcome to the morning show.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Well, thank you for joining us, gentlemen. Well, Toyin Cole is with us here in the studio. Let's start with you. Your take on developments in Rivers State. You were one of the candidates in the 2023 gubernatorial elections. Now we have these developments. There has been no peace, no love lost between Fubara and his godfather, Wike. Now, looking at these developments, how do you feel now? And to you, Honorable Chijioke Hunwo, I think it will be appropriate now to attach honorable to your name now that you are elected chairman. Tell us about your experience yesterday. But let's start with the gubernatorial candidate, Toyin Cole, who is with us here in the studio in Lagos, and then we'll come to you immediately. Let's start with you.
Ruben, thank you very much. I would say, first of all, that Rivers State always happens to be in the news for the very wrong reasons. There's nobody that should be proud of what is happening in Rivers State, especially now. Rivers State is blessed with so many other things that could be happening. Yet instead, all we talk about is violence in Rivers State, burning in Rivers State, shooting in Rivers State, political recklessness within Rivers State. And I believe strongly that this has to come to an end. We need to do something totally different. This cannot continue. I'm not happy at all about what I see in Rivers State. This happened to me personally. And when it was happening at that time, and we were saying that, look, this must end, nobody paid attention. And now we're seeing what impunity does when you leave it and you don't put it to a hold. Let me remind you, sir, we were trying to get our material from INEC, something that was legitimately ours to get. The entire faction of everybody who is fighting on both sides sat down outside INEC, picketed INEC for nearly a week, blocked a public road, refused to allow anybody to enter. I was going there to collect my material. They attacked me, stoned me, injured me, pursued me to our secretariat, began to shoot and tear gas it. I put it on IG Live so that everybody could see. Nobody said anything. It was okay. As a result of that, we got to court. The same court that had to remove themselves from Rivers State to Abuja said to me that we don't have evidence, which they prevented us from getting. And as a result of that lack of evidence, we could not win a case. Now, those who are in the political dynamics understand exactly what was happening. And now we're seeing exactly the same thing happening in Rivers State. At some point, somebody has to say enough of the impunity so that we can move forward with democracy. What we are seeing is a very dangerous trend to what democracy should be in Nigeria, and it must stop.
Chijioke Hunwo, elected chairman of Obiakpo. What happened yesterday at Obiakpo? If you could just take us through your experience yesterday as you tried to assume office.
No one thought this could be done.
That's Gavin Newsom signing the strongest rent control law in.
What happened yesterday? Immediately we were sworn in. We were sworn in on Sunday by His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State. We ought to go to our various local government to resume office and swear in the vice chairman and the 17 councillors in our local government. On arrival, after they conducted the swearing in of the vice chairman and the councillors, proclaimed the House, the 10th Legislative Assembly of Abure local government, we went around to inspect the offices. I saw the level of damage that was done there before we came in. So we started hearing shooting across the road. Some hoodlums who want to invade the council, an attempt to burn the council, but all of the security men attached to the council, they couldn't get access. They were shooting across the road. And our secretary is a very close place, sharing a boundary with the divisional police at Romodomaya, the headquarters of our local government. But the police didn't do anything, but the police attached to the council did their best to scare them away, and the hoodlums ran away. But we're fine, and we have resumed work, and we're sure that we protect lives and property in our local government. And let me also tell Nigerians that nobody can, destroy our local government. The local government has been there before the Minister of FCT came in to become the chairman. So sponsoring people to start shooting here and there across the three local governments is just laughable. And Wike is threatening democracy in Nigeria under the administration of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But we're fine. And I want to tell Nigerians and people that everybody in Rivers State is fine, and we're going to do the meeting we ought to do for our people. So I want to show our people that they should go about their normal business and remain calm. Two people cannot be mad at the same time. What is happening is more or less laughable. And you also know that what is happening, what goes around comes around. Wike did it to Rotimi Amechi, and today Rivers people also did it to him because he refused to leave Rivers State alone. He has turned Rivers State to be his private industry. I've said, no, you can't hold us to ransom and want to put us inside your pocket. So for us, we're not scared. I am not talking as a council, not as a youth leader. I'm not a chairman of council. We're preaching peace and tell our people to remain calm. We don't need to have a crisis in our state because the governor of our state is a man that has conscience. He's a man that knows what the right thing to do. But for those young people who they are using to cause crisis in our state, I'll advise them to fall back because these people who are sending them, I must mention them, the minister of FCT. You can't see his children around. They are not in Nigeria. They are outside the country. So, and other persons who, the minority leader kitchen, all these people are from Abure, the former speaker of the assembly. These are the people causing crisis in Rivers State. And we are not happy that Wike is disgracing our people, Abure local government. He has done his tenure for 8 years. You allow Fubara to do his tenure and allow Rivers people to have peace. So for us, we are working and nobody can stop us from doing our legislative duty as a local government authority.
All right, thank you very much. I mean, you've said a number of times you are not mincing words in accusing the FCT minister, but you must also be able to prove, he who alleges must prove, that the thugs who came to invade the local council were from him. I think it's important for you to clarify that so that you're not just making such statements on air that you cannot back up with facts. Beyond that, after yesterday's unsettled unrest, what is it like this morning? I say this because there are conversations around, should a state of emergency be declared in the state? Are things so unstable that the federal will have to come into the state to take over? I'd like to get your thoughts on that, Honorable Ihunwo. But before you answer that, Mr. Cole, very importantly, you say that, and this is at variance with what Honorable Ihunwo has said, that this is not democracy, that there's a state of chaos, anarchy in Rivers State. What's the way forward? And I say this also asking you what the role of the president is. I believe you're still a member of the APC, and that's your party. He's a member of your party. Should the president take action, and what would action look like? I'll start with Honorable Ihunwo, and then I'll come to you, Mr. Cole.
Okay.
Honorable Chijioke Ihunwo, please go ahead.
Well, yes, you asked me. You said how, if I'm sure the evidence I have that the minister of FCT is responsible. You are in Nigeria, you can see what is happening in Rivers State. Probably before the local government election, the same minister of FCT and his cohorts arranged people blocking the SEC office, doing protests. This is the same man that told Nigerians that Atiku was doing protests to the union. Wike has lined up a lot of Rivers people who has a name, putting them inside a bus and start protesting. It's the same person. And I can tell you reliably that even on Saturday, election was going on, the same minister told his group to assemble somewhere at GRA, start doing protests. This is the same man that said Atiku was doing protests. Wike has made people start strolling around Port Harcourt as why Rivers people were busy voting for the candidate of their choice. And the governor declared said there was no movement of a vehicle and human being till 4 p.m. after the election. He still violated it and told these people to go around and start, constituting users in our state. Like I said before, two people cannot be mad at the same time. We have to do our thing. The voting was ongoing, very peacefully. The Rivers people obeyed the instruction of the governor. There was no movement until 4 p.m. Now, what happened yesterday is that there is a young man from his community, where he's come from, who Wike is using. I can tell you, I'm not afraid. He's using to shoot gun, harassing people, trying to burn different local government in River State. So he knows, we know them. We have worked with him Wike, so we know what he can do. It's not. I am not alleging. I am telling you this is what he's doing. So he can also sue me for if I'm giving a fake information. These are the people he's using to cause crisis, and everybody knows what he's able to do. And let me tell Nigerians, power comes from God. If power is being given to you, it's not your right. It's a privilege, and God gives you power. He was the governor for this in River State for 8 years, uninterrupted. This is more or less inside his pocket, and nobody interrupted. So now we have a new governor. Why not allow Rivers people to have peace?
All right, on the state of emergency.
For us, we are okay. Like this morning.
Very quickly on the state of emergency.
Like this morning.
Yeah.
Didn't think it can get worse than this, right? Well, it just did. For easy registration and title services.
No. There's no need for declaration of emergency. Rivers is very peaceful. What we want to do is to call on Mr. President to call Wike to order. Wike is threatening democracy under the president, under the administration of Mr. President. But Wike is not God. Wike is a human being. And President should call him to order. He's disrupting our state. Go to other state. Akwa Material election, Jigawa, everywhere is very peaceful. Why is it that River State? Wike cannot own Rivers. The River State is too big for him to own as a private. He's not even Obia. He's from my local government. He can't own our local government as a private estate, not even River State. And let me tell our people that our people, Obia people are saying, where Wike comes from, that's from there, Martin Sami, they are what we are doing. We are being liberated because we have been in their pocket for a lot of time, and they have pocketed our destiny. And yesterday was a liberation for our local government. I will also appeal to Mr. President to address Wike or immediately sack him because he doesn't even deserve to be in the cabinet of Mr. President. Look at Nigerians. And we have ministers in the cabinet. How many of them are causing problems in their states?
All right.
Okay. Doing their legitimate work.
All right.
Do what they ask you to do instead of causing crisis.
Okay. All right. Well said. Thanks. Mr. Cole.
Very interesting. Interesting listening to Chijoke. First and foremost, I would say that what you're talking about is one internal battle that has started a long time ago, and it's not in isolation. And so to actually believe that moving forward from now is actually going to bring peace moving forward, I think it's a fallacy. There's no peace that can happen under the present circumstance. And you have to go back, and I'm glad he mentioned it, you have to go back to Odili into Amechi into Wike, Wike into Sim. And you will see that there's a trend that must end because everybody that is being mentioned here comes from the same nuclear family, splitting up and fighting to the death, splitting up and fighting to the death. As Amechi was leaving power, he inaugurated, held an election, and swore in local government chairmen. As soon as Wike came in, he removed all of them, held a caretaker committee. They were sitting down for well over 11 months or nearly a year, and then conducted an election, which brought this ones in, the last set. They all went to court, the ones that I mentioned removed. They held that matter in court till today. It's been no speedy hearing and all. So people who were sworn in are sitting down as embattled chairmen in court. In the meantime, you've had another set of elections and another set of elections. These ones that have just gone out are definitely going to go to court. So we'll have another issue. So you cannot have peace like that. How do we move forward? Because I think that's really what is important. The first aspect of it, you said, what should Mr. President do? There are 4 actors here that must be called together to sit down. And until all of them sit at the table and decide that River State is more important than personal agendas, interests, till then, we're not going to have peace.
No. Don't have a meltdown over influencer marketing. Popular Pay's got everything your campaign needs all in one place. Create quality content at
His Excellency Peter Odili, who is the father of all of everybody in this political dynamics, must sit at the table. Rotimi Amici, His Excellency, must sit at that table. Nyesom Wike must sit at that table. And Sim Fubara must sit at that table. And the president can pretend this if he really wants peace in Rivers State. And a decision must be made that this is how we're going to be moving forward. Until that is done, as soon as Fubara's time is about to end, you will see another all-out war. We were campaigning. All of these local government chairmen that are fighting, they were given instructions that they must not allow me to campaign in any of their local governments. In Opobo, we were ambushed, shot at. We had to shoot our way out. Our security men had to essentially open fire to allow us to escape. In Opobo, that is the kind of elections that we have. Dynamites were thrown in, canopies were broken. So when you see all of that happening, then another election is coming. And you think it's going to be peaceful. And they tell us straight off that you cannot win an election in Rivers State if you are not ready to bring violence upon violence. That is your election. And you are seeing it here. This is a local government election. Full violence at play. And we're expecting peace. No, it can't happen. I'm sorry. Rivers State, you will see this over and over again until the actors sit down and talk.
Okay. So the first one will be comical. A part of me says, Natoye head catch them. I'm talking about Wiki and Fubara, because we all saw the things you went through. But the sad one for me, and that's why you politicians and your shenanigans I can't understand, is the fact that your party too joined the Wiki fold with the faction of Tony Okocha and executing whatever Wike wanted, which is the sad reality of the political party. So then what is the future for the democracy, as it were? You said they should all convene, they should all have a meeting, but President Tinubu prevailed over that meeting, and he told Fubara to sign his death warrant, which we said no. That's number one. Okay. Mr. Chijoke Ohunwo, truth has to be said. You were the caretaker committee chairman of this political party. I'm sure you were not a member of APP as at July. All of a sudden, you've come in with a brand new one. You work with Wike, it's not favoring you any longer now. You've pivoted to Fubara, he's giving you local government chairman. So do you think you have the fairness to now come and blame Wike here? Because all the atrocities perpetrated then with Wike, you were with him when he was doing all of those things. And can you tell us some of the things you said you witnessed that he was doing when you were with him? So the same you that couldn't condemn him when he was in power then, you now want to condemn him against Fubara now? Is that the case? Because I don't know how you politicians roll. And if you try to unravel you politicians, the confusion only continues. My question to you will be, have you not also been part of the shenanigan in Rivers State all this while? In the spirit of suing for peace now, have you not also been part of it when it didn't favor you in the past? Weren't you part of those that supported Wike then? That's my question to you. I'll come to you first, Mr. Tonyako.
What do you want me to say?
No, the path forward. The path forward with all of this madness going on.
I've said the path
because
forward.
There's no democracy.
Look, first of all, what we're seeing is an affront to democracy in itself.
Yeah.
And that one, there's nobody that can tell you otherwise. What we're seeing, that cannot continue. I have already said that some actors need to be on the table. Like I said the last time the actors were there
happened.
And nothing happened. No, the actors were not all there. And that was not an action towards how do we stop these things from happening. It was an attempt to just, let status quo continue. Status quo cannot continue. The status quo in Rivers State is not palatable for anybody. And I would like to hear Chijoke's answers to your questions. Because at the end of the day, we're talking about people who are all in the same room, doing the same things. Everything that is happening now are the same people who perpetuated those things.
Yeah, people like Mr. Chijoke.
So, of course, he's very right when he says that we know who they are. There's no secret. It's a very small political family in River State. So everybody knows who is doing what. And I believe he's mentioning names, and that's fine.
So, Mr. Chijoke, please mention more names, because you two were part of the Wiki fold before. All of a sudden now, you are Cape Crusader for Fubara. But you were part of all of this shenanigan when it was happening with Wiki, because you supported Wiki at some point. What's your answer to that?
Do you struggle with higher blood sugar levels than you'd like? There are new cutting-edge protocols for dealing with adult high blood sugar.
Let me say that the guest in your studio, Pastor Toyeko, who is from River State, I think I've not talked about him before, and he hasn't seen me before. So I don't know what he's talking about on that side. Now, let me tell you, yes, we worked with Wiki. All of us worked with Wiki. All of us worked with Wiki. And like I told before, I appeared here at your station, even when Senator Olakawogu and I had a heated argument here. And I said, we supported Wiki for good 8 years. And Wiki has finished his tenure for 8 years. We have a new governor, and we're supporting the new governor of Rivers State because we all voted for him. So if you said I am part of the perpetrated info, and I came back to Fubara, that is wrong, because I can't do info. And when Pastor Teko was saying this, gave local government chairman the instruction not him to campaign in all the 20 local government, I was not the local government chairman then. I've never had an encounter with him. So, but for us to have peace in our state, like what I said before, is look, Wike should manage his ministerial position in Abuja and do his work, and let Governor Fubara manage our state, because we voted for him. We voted for, and he won election in 2023. One, you must be on ground for you to win an election before you talk about people chasing you, people attacking you. He must be right in River State. He must not go outside the state.
Mr. Chijoke, real quickly, I know what I'm saying. When you were supporting Wike, that was when UK was doing all these things that people are against now. He was abusing kings then. He was suppressing opposition in the states then. He was reigning supreme over others and clamping out dissenting voices then. You people also supported him because it benefited you. Why didn't you tell him he was wrong then?
Now, let me tell you something. You know, when Wike was the governor of River State, he's the governor. I was youth leader in River State. I'm not a political appointee to Wike, but I was supporting the policies of his government. And I also come out to say, look, His Excellency, this one he did is wrong. It's everywhere. Channels, including this your station. I come out to say, His Excellency, this one he did is wrong. And we tell you, these policies were not part of it as a youth leader. So I will not be part of those who will be chasing politicians not to do campaign in different local government. I'm not the governor. The governor gives instruction. I say he brought out the 59 people should not campaign. That was that Toyeko Isle claim that people are chasing him. No, I was not part of it. What I was a good youth leader, I was not listening to the governor. I was not supporting the policies of the governor. And what I did too was also support the policies of what the present governor is doing.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Unfortunately, we're out of time now. It would have been really great to hear some of the things we find that you asked that he witnessed under our former governor, Nyesom Wike, but we're out of time. So hopefully maybe when you come back again, you can share with us. Thank you, Honorable Chijoke Ihunwa. I hope.
Hey. Now, like this River State election, they be Jesus Christ. The same people that work for Wike are now on Fubara State. That was a valid question by Rufai. You understand? If you're going to condemn it, evil, condemn it all around. Right? So there's a video of this guy threatening. I like that it has turned on Wike. So there's a video of him. So they don't enter one chance now. Right? They give them all power. This man is now, and this man, since he worked with Wike, he knows the in and outs. He knows what they do. But one thing I have to ask, why is it that, why am I even bothering? Nigerian politicians, there's no integrity. So why am I even bothering? No honor among thieves. There's no need to ask. Nigerian politicians do not have, they're a reflection of the citizens. I have to put that out there first. They're a reflection of the citizens. It's getting clearer and clearer by the day. First thing, right? The pride and the ego. The fact that you cannot even acknowledge in the slightest way that, oh, yes, at that time, yes. They never acknowledge it. Look at Wike's video that we listened to earlier. All Wike was doing was gaslighting, denying, lying, everything. If you were to listen to this, you would think, oh, Wike is so innocent. With his red eyes and beer, whiskey-filled voice. I'm telling you, you think the man does not, ice will not melt in his mouth. It is so horrible. They cannot hold themselves accountable. Not even in the slightest way. Is there any human being that is perfect in this world? I don't know. They cannot even hold themselves accountable. Sometimes when somebody asks you a very revealing question that you know is the truth, sometimes silence is the best thing. You don't have to say yes or no if you don't want to implicate yourself. I've never seen anything like this. It's such a shame that Nigeria, we are not where we are in Nigeria with these types of human beings. Listen to the way Wike was talking. My God, this one now is upcoming. Very soon now, maybe Tinubu don't scout and now he don't put eye on body. You never know who is going to use amongst them to even displace them from within. Nigerians, they're on a long thing, a long journey, long journey. I beg you. I beg. It really, Quinty, is so disgusting. I'm telling you, they are watching. The people of leaders, everybody is watching. It's so, oh my God. They're just using people as pawns. Exactly. Look at how they are talking. You work with this criminal, that criminal is gone, you jump to the next criminal. Ah, God, Nigeria. I don't know, man. Cha. The people need to rise up, my sister. I don't know what to talk. I don't talk to they talk that one. When they are ready, they know what to do. But one thing I know for sure, all is Nigerians all over. I hope you guys are watching, because if like I said last now, we go save that country. I'm telling you, I don't see any valuable on ground where people are coming together and say only very few that even put themselves out there. The rest are afraid. I don't know, man. They did the muscle job for him. They should tell us everything that happened. We need to know. For history purposes, we need to know so it can be documented. I've never seen any human being like this. You are the minister in Abuja. What is your problem? How much money do these people want in their lifetime, for Christ's sake? Even their children cannot even finish the money. They cannot finish the money. So this Abure matter, una hear wetin dey happen. Una hear say they say Abure, they don't reinstate him as chairman of Labour Party. So everybody that was saying that Peter Obi needs to leave the Labour Party and form his own party, you see that it makes sense. You see that it makes sense, because I remember people were saying it like, oh, some people were pushing hard against it. Let's fix Labour Party. Does this Labour Party look like one that you can fix now? It's a question, though. Does it look like it? You guys already know that you have Tulumbu at the head. You think that he's going to let Labour Party? They reinstated him. You know what that means? It's intentional. It's on purpose. Where did they get a judge to agree on that and reinstate him? So you literally have two chairmen, one chairman, one chairwoman. So that means that the chairwoman, they go bounce her to the side. This isn't a problem that people did. I don't know. Left for me, I don't know. And Kenny, they say, why are they vex for Kenneth to cook for crying out loud? Can't the man have his own opinion? And let's just leave it at that. Why are you angry with him, Kenny? I don't understand. Why? Why are you upset with Kenneth Okonkwo? Please tell me, maybe I'm missing something. Why you angry? Why are you angry with him? He never said he wanted Obi to act like he talked. So why are you upset with him? I really want to know. It's mafia style. The big dog in the pack rules. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh. Wetin Kenneth do now? I don't understand. Una dey pump. Una dey vex. Wetin make una dey vex? Abeg, una help me. No, una help me understand. Bring me up to speed. Wike lost because Auckland thinks and Riverine, Okay. Well, they should make sure they keep him out and really deal harshly with him. Because that man is said to, he will crash everything, he go burn man to ash it. He not care. That man ready. That man when they look so it's still, yeah, exactly. So is it not fair for, I mean, I don't know. I think that a party in Peter Obi's or whatever name should have been formed. I'm serious, because LP is not going anywhere. They've even said, I think it was Abure that said, Abure and the rest of them that said that they are not going to give Peter Obi, or is it Arabambi? They're not going to give him the ticket. I don't know. Exactly, Queen. He needs to form his own party. I don't, honestly, all that trying to fix that party, me, no, for my mind, I'm not supporting, because the party is gone with all these kind of inconsistent people around him. There's no way that they will even jeopardize it. If there was an election today, those people are the same people are the ones that made sure that there were no agents in the polling unit. The same people, they wanted people to be paying, they wanted Aisha to be giving people giving money to people that claim to be polling unit agents that could not read or write. So I don't know. Anything court says is always anti-truth. God will be pushing all this early by next year. Well, I don't know. If he's still in Labour Party, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. No. Why are they vexing here? Why are they vexed with PO? What do you mean remove PO from his agenda? Biko, please break it down. How do you mean remove him from his agenda? Does he have any agenda against PO? Because I have a completely different way of looking at it. I don't know. You guys are just getting upset. I'm trying to understand why you're so upset. Okay, he's really annoying us. If he feels Peter is not as forceful as he likes, let him go and contest for presidency and see. Do you think that it's only Kenneth that is thinking this way? See, nobody is actually forcing PO to do anything. I think everybody understands the kind of personality he is. So I don't see anything. Personally, I didn't see the interview like that. I don't see him as going in. He just simply said, anybody that is coming with the state of things in Nigeria now, please tell me, do you think that PO's approach from the last election is going to, it didn't work before. Do you think it's going to work now? Honest question. You have a drug dealer that has taken over, right? Do you think his approach is going to work in the next? I'm just asking. Let's have this conversation, because you and Kenny are you're hot about it. And I think I saw a comment earlier. I think it was who was it? Let me see if I can find that comment. Let me see. Dada first said, I hope Kenneth will be smiling now. I don't understand. What you guys think this man is against Peter Obi? Does he not have a right to his opinion? I don't understand. APC at work trying very hard to destroy LP party with the help of Abure. Okay, that we know. So Abem, Mona tell me, you think he attacked Peter Obi? from the last interview. You saw that as an attack. This is really interesting. Let me see if I can pull up that video and get that clip. Because the more Amy takes me out, I'm not sure that the same way. Let me see. That interview. Maybe this is the clip. Maybe I should play this guy's clip. Maybe I should play this guy's clip. I don't know who he is. This is focusing on it. Let's see.
Listen.
That's the channel. So this one is coming from Kenneth Okonkwo and it's going directly to Peter Obi. For a second, I would say I really don't know if Kenneth Okonkwo has a different agenda or a different reason why he's actually angry at Peter Obi, or it's about the failure of the 2023 election that he's still angry about. Because at the point he supported and he saw everything that happened. And even after the election, he was still with Peter Obi and the Labour Party. But all of a sudden, he just bolted out and he's been saying a lot on the media. In fact, this one is actually challenging, challenging Peter Obi that he's not playing politics as he should be. I will not say too much. I will just allow you guys to watch this video. And in the comments, politics, Peter Obi is playing. Enjoy the video, guys.
Leadership is a common case? No. Esther said, if I perish, I perish. Whenever you are in leadership, look at what happened to Donald Trump. In America, where security is everywhere. Yet 2 times now they wanted to. Every profession has its own risk. If you're not willing to take the risk that is attached to any profession, step aside so that people who are given that mind by God will go ahead and serve God in that capacity. If you're an actor and an actress and you say you're not going to hug babes and you're not going to kiss them, step aside. Because that's what the job is. Don't come and say you're a born-again Christian. That's what the job entails. If you're a politician and you can't stand for your people that voted for you, and because you don't want to die, step aside. Because that's what the job entails. Any politician that is not behaving like Simfubara, who will resist and protest when his rights are trampled upon, knowing that our judicial system, knowing that our electoral system have failed us, that any politician who will not stand his ground, no matter the risk to his person, I said, I will not speak for that politician again. And I maintain it. And you can see what is happening because we can't go forward. We calm down. If Simfubara has been saying, calm down, do you know where Rivers State would have been? He said he's ready for them. He's fully prepared. The election must go on. The election must hold. Winners must be declared. They will be sworn in. And whatever is going to happen, let it happen. I am looking for leaders who would say nobody will rig my election. And if you rig my election, I will fight. Nigerians, come out and fight. If they kill anybody, let them kill all of us. Oh, yes. And thank God I'm seeing it happen. What Fubara did, was he advocating for violence? Was he advocating that the law should be broken? No. He was advocating for his right. That's my opinion. That's my advocacy. We must advocate for our right and stand by it. I did not disqualify anybody. I don't have that right. I said I am not going to speak for anybody going forward except this person meets this criteria. In any case, we have finished 2023 election. It's over. 2027 election has not come. So anybody who is saying betrayal, what am I betraying? There is nothing on ground. When I was a spokesman in 2023, I did my job creditably well, and we convinced Nigerians on what we believe is right. But you can see that in Nigeria, you not only have to have the power to win election, you have to have the power to defend your election. So anybody that does not have that spirit of power to defend the votes in a manner that you would say, whatever happens to me as a person, let it happen. I am not willing to speak any further for the person. So what I just simply said is that going forward, I will no longer be part of this until these fears are addressed. So I did not disqualify anybody. One, I don't have that power. Then two, I am not betraying anybody. I'm still a member of Labour Party. And you can see I'm still fighting. The Labour Party should be consolidated because Nigerians are looking for an alternative to these people. But if you want to fight these people who are compulsive thieves and who are the worst amongst us, leading us, according to Senator Ndume, who is part of them, then you have to grow higher and be more aggressive than calm down. That's what I said, and I stand by it. In all honesty, I would have said we don't. But because I'm a student of theology, I would not say so. Because when Elijah thought he was the only person that was worshiping God, God said, no, you're not the only person. There are more than 7,000 persons like you still in that country that have not done anything evil. I know them. So the only thing we have to do in this country, we must not be sentimentally attached to anybody, any politician. We must not be loyal to political parties or politicians. We have to be loyal to the country and to the law. And if any law is unjust, we have to fight the law. If anybody is doing anything illegal, no matter who the person is, we have to fight the person. So in Nigeria, we must create the environment so that those 7,000 that we do not know who are leaders will be able to begin to emerge. If the good ones keep quiet, they will never emerge. When people say people are selling their votes, you know why they're selling their votes? Because they believe that even if they vote their conscience, it will not count. Not because they want to be corrupt. They saw what happened in 2023. I was an active participant in that election of 2023. They did not sell their votes. But after, it did not count. So they'll be like, why would I go and say I'm voting for my conscience when it will not count? If I'm going to take this money, at least it will be what I gain. So if we don't fight.
So basically, for me, I think everything Kenneth Okonkwo says here is making sense. But the bitterness in his eye.
So you guys I've listened to it. I just think that that's his own opinion. That's his own opinion. But with the state of things in Nigeria now, please, let's be honest with this conversation.
The truth is, those who are not liking Kenneth Okonkwo's speech, you people are not being sincere to yourself. I want to ask all of you, were Nigerians not ready to defend that vote in 2022, 2023? Yes, they were ready. But Obi preach peace. You people heard your peace. They say go to judiciary. When judiciary did their wuru-wuru, Atiku came out on time to speak. Obi took 3 weeks when people were calling on him to speak before he spoke. And what did he speak? Peace. And where did that peace lead us now? I'm asking a question. I'm asking you people a question. Is it the hunger? Is it the hunger that is ravaging us right now? Is that what the peace has given to us? Or the price of petrol, NNPCL with Dangote, is that what peace has given to us? Anyone that must wrestle power from these people, you must come out with your lion heart, because they know one thing, that the day power is wrestled from their hand, they are finished. They know that. So don't think they will not release that power to us in a platter of gold. It's not going to happen. But I assure them one thing. Every day now for the thief. One day now for the owner. Police people. Now that they use it. No bona bara for Pepe Abure is there for inside Lagos. Now they don't sell, so they don't demolish her. They don't evacuate on the outside. Where una won't go stay among civilians with how much that they pay una? The painful thing is that these evil people, these wicked oppressors, they can't operate without using some of us, the oppressed, to achieve their wickedness. And yet, when we have them achieve their wickedness finish, we go join those who not join them to achieve their wickedness. So they cry, it being power. We are no longer crying insecurity again. We don't add a big power on top. Look at River State. They are just showing now a tip of what will happen for 2027 if we did not guide our loin and stand up. Showore and others call for protest. Some of us, we dey sit down, we dey look, thinking, say na Showore and other people ain't call for protest. Now we dey do. We know they do them more. Showore children, they have a future already. They're not born there for Nigeria. They're not they leave Nigeria. Showore wife, not in Nigeria. And Showore decide to make himself a sacrificial lamb. So all of now when get beef for that young man. How far? Una family not their home. Una relative not their home. Una not gonna ever step left for Nigeria again. I bet this una children wanna born for here. Una won't live there to become born through way. Yesterday I went to the hospital. I met a lady I once knew. That is old. She was talking. Hey, Anna, ojú ẹ rèé na your fair pity. I said, yes, mommy. He said, loneliness now they kill us now. He said, see. I said, who? He said, you not say that or you bomb with your wife. See how they hold each other. But maybe in another life we go marry well. But see us now, loneliness. You see that person when they talk for phone and loneliness, now they kill them too. You see? Those of us who are here, young and think, we don't need to fix Nigeria. I am telling you of a Nigeria lady I once know that is now elderly, crying, loneliness. Even telling me the one she was talking to on the phone before I greeted her, that one too is crying, loneliness. So when we think it doesn't concern us, loneliness will be our food at our old age, because the children you think you give birth here, they will leave you. If they manage to go dump you for nursing home, they will hardly visit you. So if you like, wake up and let's join hands together and do the needful, so that in our old age, we'll have a place to call a home. Apart from hunger, elderly people in Nigeria, they don't cry loneliness, because they will see one activity or the other to go to. Wake up, Nigeria in diaspora. We have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. Those at home are looking unto us to do something. Most of the nations in the world that rose up from the level we are today, their diaspora people play a significant role to achieve it. If you talk of China, if you talk of India, they were once in this crisis of poverty, lack, and hopelessness. But there are people in diaspora, they play significant role to turn that country to what they are today. What are we doing, Nigerians in diaspora? Is it coming out and talk and talk and talk? What are we doing to find everlasting solution to this country of our bed collectively? I don't mean individual. If all of us carry a teaspoon to fetch water for bucket, it go full on time. But if only one person, they fetch water with a spoon for bucket, it no go full. Let us wake up. Me and you not get this understanding why we were in Nigeria. God brought us to this place. We have gotten this understanding. We've gotten all this knowledge. Let us work together collectively to save our nation from this total doom. Whether we like it or not, all of us are strangers. We can become a citizen. Now they listen to Donald Trump, those of us who is in America. If Donald Trump, if they give him power, he go revoke all of our nationalization. If that man get that power. And if that happen, where are you? Where will you go? Where will I go? Wake up and let's work together to save our nation. Thank you. Over to you, Moye.
Thank you very much, Mama Yucho. Ucho, we need to come together. So I want to address see your comments. See, we need to put personally, we need to put sentiment aside. I see your comment, Amy. I don't know who they refer to now. Well done, I don't know. Whether I'm me, whether I'm other people, I don't know. Right? Regardless of who the comment is directed to, you still be my brother. We go talk am as e be. After Peter Obi, during the election, by the way, I still dey recover from that election. Let me even know they fit leave Nigeria matter alone, because it's part therapy for me in a way, right? Okay. After Peter Obi, that election, I remember when they were counting, I could even hardly watch that count, first and foremost. I dey shout, can somebody jump and start chopping the paper? Okay, that aside. After that election was declared, people were ready to come out and protest. Please, let's try to take our mind back. People were ready to come out and protest. Everybody was angry. Remember, there were places in the north where the market was even burned down. There were certain places where there was a woman that was unalived in the process in front of her family. Let's not forget people that really lost their lives in the process of this. Okay? What happened? Everybody says we're waiting for PO to talk. We're waiting for PO to talk, which is normal. But PO came out. People even asked him, somebody came up and asked him that day. Right? Violence Space had their own space and everything. They were talking. PO finally came. He said everybody should pipe down or take it easy or calm down. He's begging that he's going to go to court. Most of us that are new to this Nigerian political landscape, we all said, okay, with pain in our hearts. I remember Dr. Haruna Golden. The man was like fire for fire, but he was keeping it together because of, Peter Obi's, calmness and everything. Do I understand the sentiments from a point of view of Peter Obi and where he comes from? Absolutely. 100%. A lot of people, right, understand that. But you also have to remember, it's not only that region that voted for Peter Obi. As bad as it is, it was not only that region that voted for Peter Obi. So how do you think every other person is feeling? I think we forget that a lot of time when we're in our feelings or sentiment about it. We forget it. I want a leader who's going to fight for me. That's not too much to ask. I'm not asking him if he thinks that's the sentiment and he doesn't want to put himself in that, which was very clear. No problem. But 2027, I'm not going to vote for someone who's not willing to fight for me. Do you understand? I think that's where Kenneth Okonkwo is coming from. I could be wrong. Maybe with time we will know whether he really had other intentions.
That is where it's coming from, Omoye. That is where it's coming
talk,
from.
say, I dey talk from my own angle. Let it not be that I'm speaking for God. I don't know the guy, right? There might be, I don't know, but with time we will know. But me, when I come from another region, when I want, if it's possible for them to install Peter Obi right now, I want it. Because he's the one that has the solution for our country's problem. But when somebody disagrees with him, can we at least take a step back? I understand the sentiment and think, you know what, nobody else be voting. There are other people involved in this. Do you know how many people don't lose their life? You know how many people don't unalive themselves? You know how many people? Kenneth Okonkwo, I'm telling you, he spoke the minds of a lot of people. You might not like it, but that's just what it is. You can think that yes, maybe he's speaking from maybe he has other agenda, but time reveals all things, as we can see. If he has any other agenda apart from expressing his opinion, the man shows he's talking from a place of hurt, anger. But a lot of people are misinterpreting it. This is what I'm taking from him. This is what I'm taking from him. So please, we have a country to save. Nigeria is bigger than anybody. Peter Obi himself. This is why I respect this man so much. If it was for the fact that the people around him or some of his supporters, anytime you speak, everybody is up in arms against him. If it was for them, I would just forget. I'll say, you know what, let me wash my hands off. People have to understand that there will be criticism of Peter Obi. He welcomes it. So what's your own inside? Why is he paying you? He welcomes it. I don't understand. Here is a man, because he was, and he even said he's still a part of that Labour Party. He has not left the party. He's still part of it. He came out to express how he feels and how a lot of people feel, but have been unable to express it because of the backlash. If anybody says anything, oh, if he does it now, you'll be the first person to be arrested. What about me? I voted for him. What about other people from different regions that voted for him? Should we now seal our mouths with Telu? I don't understand. Nigerians, what do you guys want? If I have something to criticize him on, I will. If you're gonna not follow me or subscribe to my channel because of that, please unsubscribe. Seriously. Because this has gone on too long. Everybody's heaping on. I don't even know Kenneth Okonkwo like that, apart from the fact that he's an actor. But we cannot deny the role, the fierce role that man. Why do we forget the good that people do so easily? Why? This man fought for Peter Obi. We look forward to his interview. So all that now is gone is gone with the water, with the ocean, because he's criticizing your beloved, because he's criticizing a man that I respect and I hold in high esteem. We need to be very, very careful. This is more than your sentiment and mine. It is. We want a working Nigeria. Look at the disaster that Nigeria is in today. Please tell me. Look at the disaster. There's a video I saw recently of a couple where they were just coming into Nigeria. Look at how the workers in the airport were dragging them to pay 2,500 per bag, something that has never happened before. Look at how they were harassing them.
Those are when you see na small thing, no. Now small thing be that. The one where we know they see plenty is horrible.
People are being, Madam Echo, sorry, I need to really express this because I've seen it, not just on YouTube, on X. You cannot say anything. People will come for you. I mean, I personally, I'm not in a cult. I don't belong to a cult. Heck, I'm not even obedient. You can't stamp that name on me. I'm after a candidate that's going to work. It doesn't matter who he is. It does not matter who he is. My interest is for every part of Nigeria to be working. We need somebody who's going to match these crazy people, energy for energy. It's as simple as that. Does that reduce who Peter Obi is? No. What do you want us to do? What do you want people to do? The courts are not working. It's in the pocket of one person. No system in Nigeria is working. How do you now get the power? Please. Look at the LP. I have been saying it. This man should go and form his own party, man. Leave these freaking Labour Party people alone. They've been sabotagers from day one. We didn't even know. Not having polling unit agents at critical, crucial moments. Look at what happened to us. You want us to make the same mistakes all over again? Do you think I don't want Peter Obi to be president? Or the people that are criticizing him, you think they don't want good things for Nigeria? I tire. Honestly, I really tire. I don't think any of you want Peter Obi to be president more than me. I don't think so. With as much as I talk about that man and the glowing review, the energy with which I use in really pushing till this very moment, none of you now like and appreciate or want a Peter Obi to be president more than me. So if somebody has a criticism of Peter Obi, you think he's not able to handle the criticism? Did you not see the video that Dele Farotimi did in response to what Kenneth Okonkwo said? So the day Dele Farotimi will now find something and say, oh, I don't support him here, everybody will come for him. We need to take it easy, man. We got to take a chill pill. You got to put your sentiments aside. It is not one side alone that voted for Peter Obi. Everybody loves Peter Obi from the north, south, west, east. Are you kidding me? We need to check our sentiments and our emotions. We have a country to save. It's that simple. Come 2027, God sustain our lives and keep us alive and healthy. It is the man that will match energy for energy that will get Nigeria back. Not somebody that will, after we vote, let's go to which court you want to go. Which court? Look at the way Wike talks about the court and the judges and the rest of them, as though they are next door neighbors to him. Look at what the police, the mayhem they are creating in Rivers State. We saw what happened in Edo State. Mama Echo, you can talk.
Sid, you are not understanding one thing. No. Let me tell you one thing. If you love me and you don't criticize me, you are my enemy. There was
What
a
are you
day,
talking about? Sorry,
something.
Mama Echo, sorry, not this. What are you talking about? I realize that we assume that the question I asked, why didn't people protest in Edo where they vote? I don't understand. I don't understand. See, I don't understand. What do you mean? I realized what? We're not talking about Edo election here. Yeah? We're not talking about Edo election here, please. Yeah? Yeah, and he said he's not desperate to be president. Exactly. There was no fault that Kenneth Okonkwo threw at him. Please. There was no fault. He has a right to say and feel the way he's feeling. If you don't like it, that's different. That's your own. But can't they castigate man? Why? So if tomorrow now something happen, I don't like what Peter Obi do. Now so everybody will come for me. We're not going to do that, I beg. We're not going to do that now. The man know. With time, we go know whether Kenneth Okonkwo now the person where say be or not. Time is the greatest revealer of all things. Everybody cannot be the same. See, everybody cannot. If Dele Farotimi never see what he will criticize Peter Obi for, that's his own. I beg. First of all, if at all a country is still going to exist, you think that you can just stroll in and take power in Nigeria right now? The greatest opportunity we had was right after that election.
Because everybody was boiling.
Everybody they boil. Even Peter Obi himself. This is why
everybody was ready to hit the street. Everybody was ready to stop INEC from swearing in that man. Everybody, why did Tinubu run away?
Mama Echo, wait first, I beg. See, you know why me I still support Peter Obi with every fiber of my being? That man go say, please bring all the criticism. Please, I want to hear that is the kind of leader that, you know how much I go to bed every night wishing it was Peter. Do you know how many times I calculated in my brain if it was Peter Obi by now or more things for don't be like this place for don't be run like this every day. If to say Peter Obi, they act as soon as they act, in followers will lie. I go leave him. I'm telling you. Now that man eye they look. Because Kenneth Okonkwo get right to talk. Because whether you like him or not, Kenneth Okonkwo, they talk for people. They talk for the mind of some people. Me, when I dey, I don't talk him. I say 2027, God keep us alive. Now the man when go match these mad people. Fire bumper to bumper. Now I go support. When you say that one, they'll say, oh, you people want a vicious person. You people want this. You people, what do you people want? You don't have a judiciary anymore. All your legislative, executive arm is all rolled into one. You don't have a matter of fact, you're going to lose your your right to your body. You will lose it very soon. The man is taxing while we are busy doing all of this. This man is signing away rights, signing away state. We don't know how much we've lost. We don't yet know the damage that has been done. We need to get out of our sentimental boxes and look at the big picture. You think Peter Obi doesn't know this? Do you know what he's doing behind the scenes? Do you know whether he's planning? I beg, please. Mama Echo, go ahead.
Ekene, your last text message, you said Obi ran a good race, made mistake, and can learn from me. You are not speaking. But for you, for Sid,
where is that message?
Is there.
Oh, exactly. Kenny, this is what we should be saying. Don't be saying person you can't talk. Una go just this one that one. You dey tell me say una well done. When I take wetin I do when you dey tell me well done. Wetin I do personally. Wetin I do, you love Nigeria pass me. You miss Sam pass me. Eh? You want me Nigeria work pass me. You know how many times I don't think how many farms I don't get by now. How many other mango trees have I don't stream from? I beg. Nigeria, let me they think about. Because if the head they okay, every other place go there. The man not even they desperate. If he come into presidency, now man go make sure say every corner is opened up for business, for goodness sake. Let people criticize him. Let him be the one to answer. Hey, I beg, Mama Echo, go, please.
Sid, it's not everything I know. I will come to this space to talk because I have a mission to achieve, to put power in the hands of my children. I rather pursue the road of unity than this. You don't know why Showore, what you people know out there that make Showore not want to work with Obi. That is not the truth. Because they met, they agreed, and something happened, and Showore said no. But 2022, 2023 has gone. I put it aside. And I'm not here to speak that to you because it won't unify us. So put that aside. Let's face the future. We can't change the past, but we can change the future. Let's begin narrative that will make us to unite and change the future. Because if we don't, and we take old age, we go stay here. A lonely life is the answer. I have met Nigeria. I have met people from Senegal. I have met some Ghana in nursing home that loneliness was their food day and night. Because that is not how we grow old in our country, where we came from. So if you won't do it for yourself or your old age, do it for these children you people are giving birth in this place. And stop this narrative of division. Because even in our family, we do have disagreement. The same mama picking, they disagree. But that did not stop them from being the same mama picking. The tongue and the teeth fight every day, but they've not separated themselves from the mouth. So let's stop this narrative that has taken us nowhere. We have a country to save, period. Because if we don't stop there, what happened in Rivers State? Just local government, Omoye. Just local government. Is it not where the wicked that said, is it King Igwe, that lady, FCT senator, that she can't come back? And nothing happened when he said that useless statement. The country, all of us there for US, Abi, those went there for UK, they UK. Our election on November 5th in US. How many, look at the two parties, how many of them they fight on Padawan and see? How many? How many? The people won't believe in Trump, the people won't believe in Harry. How many of their people they carry cutlass? Ati bon, ati gbogbo. How many they carry and they buy themselves up and down? And we, most of us in diaspora, they contribute to the nonsense when they happen at home. The looting, the money laundering. Will they be successful without some of us in diaspora being part of it? You see, when the whip go start to the whip, some of us in diaspora that perpetuate this evil with them will not be excluded. They will not. Every day for the thief, but one day for the owner. Those of una when vow say, una go make that country be wetin e be, so that the younger generation will not ever enjoy a Nigeria. You people did enjoy Nigeria. Because some of you are still alive. That was alive when Nigeria currency was greater than pounds. When Nigeria currency was greater than dollar. When Nigeria currency was greater than euro. Those of you that enjoyed that same Nigeria at that time, now not there everywhere, so not there power. Or not join those when they control power. Now I can't turn Nigeria to useless currency. In your time, you never cry a big power. During Buhari, when people call, things are hard, is what I was hearing. But Buhari promise enter. They are not even talking of things are hard again. A big power, we are hungry. Those of us went there for America, I don't know that country. If you not get work, there's what they call food bank. That you go to, you go collect raw food material that you bring to your house that you can cook to eat. Now us, now you see they talk. We are not ready to work together to find solution. I think now some of us are working double job in order to meet some of the demand that come from home. Is it not telling on your health? Is it not telling on your paycheck? Is it not? Now they are doing everything possible to shut up anyone speaking from home. Look at those who are going after VDM. Those of you going after VDM, Instead of asking who is the godfather of Bob Whiskey that said they should not put him in prison, who is behind them removing money laundering from the charges, you people are not going after. Even Safalano, he's doing diversion so that we don't ask the right question. But you see, that BVI matter, it not they go down like that. Corruption must die in Nigeria by fire, by thunder. So if it will involve exposing your parents, your uncles, your cousins that are part of this evil, then be ready for it. Because we can never continue like this. We don't want war, we don't want war. Are we not already in war in Nigeria? Look at what just happened in Rivers State, local government, chairman and councillor. They're gonna get ready. You see, those of you that think criticism is wrong, it's not wrong if your head correct. Omoye said something some days or some weeks ago. He said, Mama, she be during election. You say you go do this, you say you go do that. Which one you don't do? It went to make me think, even though that period I was away, I was sick, like I said, physically and psychologically. But her statement made me to rethink, and I went on my knees. I said, Lord, behold my daughter. Yes, I did. What should I do? And he gave me a joker card. That was what made me to go. That is when I come out, I speak of a joker card. How well challenged me, and I went to challenge my maker. I went to challenge it that sent me message. What should we do? So those of you that doesn't want Obi to be criticized, you are wicked, you are evil, because you are not doing him good. Criticism is the part of the game if you want to fight for the voiceless in our country, Nigeria. Criticism helps you to evaluate your stand and what you need to do next to stop criticizing Kenneth Okonkwo. Except you are the type who is just two-way. Therefore, your information, just like Kenneth Okonkwo said, there are plenty Obi out there. There are plenty Showore out there. Come out! After all, it's not only the presidency seat that we need to take over. We need to take over the House of Rep. We need to take over the House of Senate. We need to take over the seat of the governor. We need to take over the House of Assembly. We need to take over local government councillor and chairmanship. Come out of your closet. We have a country to rescue. The Bible says, when the wicked rule, the people suffer. But when the righteous, which are the good people, rule, the people rejoice. So if you do not want to continue to suffer, every good people in Nigeria, home and abroad, pick your application, begin to apply for the position when you know, say, you have the capacity. Because come 2027, from councillor to presidency, I dey look for my children when he get the capacity and when he get the core value, when I don't already talk. Come and take. All of them. Now, AC party I want to work with because that is youth-oriented party. Go and take go and register. We are working behind the scene. We will begin to do things so that 2027, we have two war I want to win for my children. The political war and the economic war. The economic war we won't win so that it will be easy for us to win the political war. Both method to win both. God has given me an answer for it. We go match them fire for fire, dollar for dollar, by the power and the mercy of God that gives us breath every day to breathe. Thank you. Over to you, Moye.
Thank you, Mama Echo. Thank you. Okay, see, you say you are not being sentimental. Okay, all right. All right, I take your word for it. He has already spoken about it. So, see, we will continue to speak about it. You have to understand, Pio is going to have a lot of criticism from people around him and those that are not around him. Matter of fact, it's better for him to be openly criticized, challenged, pushed, than to be done in secret. So let me tell you, you have your opinion, which is you feel like Okonkwo, Kenneth Okonkwo keeps going on and on and on. That's your take. But I know that Pio does not see it the way you're seeing it. That's what me, and this is my own joy, that Pio does not see it the way you are seeing it. At least Pio is not seed. It to say Pio na seed now. I for say no, forget seed, man. He can't handle criticism. He can't handle challenges. He's not attacking him personally. Yeah, even if he said anything personally, it's a challenge to Pio to make it better. I don't understand though. At least he's closer to Pio or whatever, however way you want to see it. And he's criticizing him. Do you think that Pio is angry at Kenneth and keeping malice with him? Yes, let him criticize him. Not everything needs to be done in private. Not everything. One thing I have come to understand about my Eastern brothers and sisters, if una don't like something, right? Una dey call out publicly. Not in all cases though, but I remember a scenario that played out on X. There was a guy, whether something to do with money or whatever. I was on his face. We were talking about something completely different. The guy happened to be on that space on that day. He was in the speaker session. They did not allow him speak. I didn't know what was going on. They came up and they said, no, this is what happened. This is what this guy. So because of that, we don't want to give him validation. If there's anything I've taken away, that's one thing. So Kenneth Okonkwo, let him critique him. Let it be said, can you see my brother? Yes, if Peter Obi is better off for it, if everybody go come here and say, wow, Shebi, you said you criticized him and Peter Obi is making chess moves. That is the power of challenge, criticism, insult, whatever. Right? They say success is the what's it called? How do they used to put it? Success is the revenge. Isn't that what they say? I beg, make it criticize her. Okay? Have we not seen when Pio has said clearly that he will lead the protest? That's after we spoke to him now. I remember he said it. He said at that time when he reached, right? But he don't dey hurt. People they receive woto every corner. So yeah, again, Kenneth Okonkwo has a right to express himself the way he's expressing it. Yes. So that whatever area Pio needs to, people don't even know that this man is doing Pio a great favor. To you, it's looking like a disservice. I don't know. Now they go church. Now they see you be pastor. Not be the same. What is that they call her? when they throw something and you, how did you talk for that Bible?
They say open rebuke is better than secret love, something like that.
Damn. God go bless you, Mama Echu. I forget say Bible scholar dey here with me. You dey hear that one, Pastor C? Where did you forget that? Did you forget that scripture? Did you forget that scripture? I will prefer you tell me to my face, oh yeah, I don't like this, like that. For you to go behind my back and go and be gossiping with Kene, which will never happen because Kene is my village brother. Kene will come tell me, right? You go and gossip, I will prefer it. What are you people saying? Something when they make it, they grease skills, they sharpen his skills. Gentleman, when it come enter Nigerian politics, everybody fall in love with him. There are certain things he needs to step up on. He's not perfect. Please. As wonderful as he is, he ain't perfect. He's human. He's going to make mistakes. And people are going to call him out on certain areas that they don't feel he's stepping up on. If you can't become president, you call now like this one, I'm going to fight with everybody. Hey, I'm ready for now. APC narrative was that because let them run with whatever narrative they want to run with. Whatever narrative. To you, it looks like Kenneth Okonkwo is helping them. I beg to differ. I beg, everything is working for his good, to make it better, sharper, and ready. I remember there was a video of a man, I think he was a prophet of some sort. I can't remember. He said he saw Peter Obi. Peter Obi won that election, but he was afraid. Before Peter Obi win that election, I not be the fellow prophecy, and a person even shared that video with me. But Peter Obi was afraid. I still remember that thing. And I know Peter Obi was afraid because who want to make the blood of innocent people be on top of his head? Don't be everybody get that mind. It's not easy. It's not an easy task. A man that is heavily followed and respected like that, people love. You think it's easy beings? It's not everybody that has that kind of grace. He will fear. Does that mean he's a weak man? No. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Please. That's his own way of dealing with it. Dati and Kenneth Okonkwo are two different people. I welcome both though. You guys know how I feel about Dati. Dati any day, anytime. Okay? Because you say that Dati or more, everywhere for don't boss. Now, I'm not be waiting for the talk with this. Okay? Because he has that luxury. You know? Perception. The perception when they in front of us now, see. The perception when they now, how is he percepting? You and Kene, they do tag team. Na lie. If people can do tag team all you want. VDM should form a team, a system where everything can go on without him. But yeah, I think I saw a video. I think it was Dr. Akpoti that said that. I saw a video of Dr. Akpoti that said that. That's such a brilliant move. I don't know if Dr. Akpoti's team can reach out to VDM and link him up with Professor Obi and Dr. Akpoti. Wise. He needs wise counsel around him because that guy has something big that he needs to be able to. He needs to be able to delegate. Not be everything he go they do. I don't think, as much as a VDM is, I don't think he's that much. He doesn't have that much of an ego as you think. I see him on TikTok live. That guy, he listens and they take correction because people they call into his life. As at when I see him for his life, then so he's the kind of person that will listen. He's the kind of person that can put his ego aside. Yeah, even though he's a little bit rough around the edges, he will listen. I hope that they can connect so that they can get it because he really needs a lot of people around him that will be helpful because not everything he can do.
Me, I'm even finding a way to connect with him. He needs a lot of support.
We are not saying he shouldn't be criticized, but it's not. It must not be. He's not unnecessarily long. He should criticize him as long as he wants to. There's nothing as unnecessary. All the ones that they criticize, all the people when the politicians of Nigeria, not the one when they never criticize, even though yes, can't compare them with people. They're miles apart. But yes, he's needed. It's even good that it's his brother that is criticizing him. It's good. That's from the same house. With time, we will come talk this matter.
Oh my God. You know what he said, right? He said, oh my God, Mama Rachel, we will meet you in court. I will get the court.
I never reached there. I don't think because I won't deal with their comments. Because Sid and Kene, they don't do tag team. And they see their moves. But when Sid not know, we say Kene na my village brother. That's what Sid does not understand. Me and Kene go tag team, we go throw Sid on that. We go meet for court. That's the thing. Nobody said we don't want Obi to, but anyone is entitled. Because pretty much said Obi is not fit for president. Hey, it's triggering, but that's okay.
Let's say court don't enter the matter.
You say it.
Okay, let's say court don't enter the matter.
You continue to criticize when you don't see a change of attitude, but the man, my brother, let him continue. More on call for Kenneth Okonkwo. It will make PO stronger. It will make him shock the people, the naysayers. That's what I want PO to be. Shock the naysayers. Let it. Wow. Nobody expected that. That's what I want. So yeah, I'm here for it. Unfortunately, we go public again. Yes, let him do that. Let him do that. Has he not done open rebuke? I didn't worry. My opinion is going on. You worried. That one, that Sid first came. And when he went to do interview, Sid, you worry about that one, not because they talk another thing. You worry. I beg. Yeah, let's meet in court. Who be your lawyer? Hey, oh, I never know it be happen. How many sons are with you, Sid? How many sons you fit carry come court? Okay, oh.
Oh God. Amen. Then we laugh small.
Yeah, it's needed though. Thank you for the laugh, by the way. We go meet for court. My question to you now: how many sons dey your side when you want to show up with for court? Or we go shop that day?
Because Nigeria son senior advocate of waiting. Then a senior advocate of non-letting. Oh my
God. This Nigeria. You talk to wicked lawyers. Junction. Yeah.
Not be San Falan or San. Instead of pursuing the main thing, which is Bob Whiskey, Godfather, when he say no go stay, and the people when collect bribe, when they take away money laundering, instead of pursuing that, he not pursue. He dey follow BVN. Now BVN talk matter, Bob Whiskey when talk matter, and the person when he gave BVN the tape, they not pursue them. Now BVN when play tape, now they pursue. Not be senior advocate or non-entity be that.
You think we say, that's the problem.
It's
one
so
thing that they focus on, you know, they sad about the whole thing. If Mr. Femi Falana, the son, if for remove himself, it's just unfortunate. Because exactly. When he and his son, a VDM and a pulse for peace resolve with just one video, content creation, if for blow up. If Faz was smart, as he hear that thing, he go connect to VDM, right?
Exactly.
He go say, guy, why did you say that kind of thing? Do you know me before? You understand? I go talk. They say, you know what? Let's
focus on Bob Whiskey and the people.
Not even that. Not even before that. Since the name was mentioned in the video, they go talk to each other. they will, then they will turn on to content. That aspect alone about VDM mentioning the Falana. VDM will be in the video. They will be like a video call. They will talk about it, right? Curated, of course. That would have sorted it out so that they can focus on this issue. Now, imagine coming on a national TV, Mr. Femi Falana, and talking about this issue for 45 minutes. That's the part that boggles my mind.
But not even measuring the Godfather and the money laundering issue.
The person that mentioned your name, you are not suing. You are not suing the person that mentioned your name in the video.
Exactly.
Say, oh, you are suing the person that played the audio. Nigeria. You know it's unfortunate because it not go play out the way these people expect.
It won't at all. Gone are the days that things play out their own way. But this, I'm glad for one thing, that my children are waking up and they are standing to fight for their right. They are standing to fight for the truth. They are starting to stop corruption that has eaten us deep.
It's crazy. 10 million to clean it off his file, off his record. Hey, brother, Nigeria don't finish.
But wait, in the second video, the issue of the 10 million not mentioned again?
The second video, right, that he played after, because he released another one.
Yes.
Now it's a separate video of somebody else he called. And that's he told in that video, he told that person that the Godfather, one son,
has already paid 5 million.
Exactly.
The truth, they know the truth. They are doing this to cover up the truth, but the truth can never be covered. If this is the beginning of fighting corruption in the system, we will all fight it. No retreat, no surrender. Enough. I'm ashamed to be in Nigeria. Because when you talk of yourself as a Nigerian, the eye where they look you have to be bold to say, yes, I'm in Nigeria, despite this. When I met my lawyer, Richard, in 2010, the first thing they confront me, where are you from? Nigeria. Are you people corrupt? I look at Crow for eye. Yes, we are corrupt, but our corruption, you people are the cause, because you are the father and the mother of all the children of corruption. And I explained it to him. When I finished my argument, it's okay. You have won your case. I will take your case. I will not charge you. Now say they do case for me free of charge. Instead of me to pay 1,200, he do it free of charge. For me to stand on the ground that, yes, this is happening, but you people cause it. Because you open your border to let us bring in our money, and at the end of the day, we can't even go out with the money. But if you have stopped us on the way and asked us to go back, the corruption would have stopped. Corruption, it could stop for Nigeria by force.
I'm telling you, Bobrisky talks too much. Yeah, he does. He really does. I've never seen anybody like that. And he's the one that caused all of this. If he had paid that guy, he owed money. Quietly, we know all these things.
We for no. But you know, yeah. When time reach for God to disgrace us.
Not true. Not true. Not true. Not true.
Now I go they regret say why not pay the guy.
I'm telling you, you know, see when they call the guy up and down.
Yeah, eventually don't pay him, but the thing don't cast.
God,
he don't pay the money, but the thing don't cast.
See,
then you not come keep quiet because you open him mouth and say, na AI generation. Now another one come cast.
Now one cast too, yep. When he come out with that, God, inconsistency everywhere. Mama Echo, see, say, can you give me access to cheap lawyer so that they will serve you people this job? See, you never ready. You not get money. You want to come after Mama Echo and I. Oh my God, that child. You know, take
But
blind
wait,
for photo.
you won't come after
Anything you
us.
get, I will collect.
Wait, yeah. See, it won't come after us, and they ask me, make I give a ship lawyer.
I never see that kind.
I never see that kind thing.
Consult with Kene. Kene may have a lawyer or two for you. Kene might know. You never know. Kene knows of the big
You
lawyer.
won't come after me and no more, yeah. And they ask me to give you lawyer. Oh my God.
Kene don't leave you for the matter. You know that. I said I'm my village brother. Nothing. You can't tag team with Kene. He will shock you that day you reach court. You just see me and Kene will stand. Lawyers. You say Kene, you know we won't answer you. You want it to happen.
Nigeria matter, they make person they go out of the way sometimes.
Oh my God. Kene don't leave you for the matter. Oh. No, no.
Oh my God.
You understand? So I don't know. VDM is, and the guy just they move on, just they do other things, they report on other issues, you know.
Oh my yeah.
Una
don't return it. Oh my yeah. Una court don't return Abure to Shas chairman.
Artifacts.
Wahala dey for Nigeria.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be just come up for them. Go. I don't know what to do at this point. I really don't know what's going to happen.
Jesus Christ.
It's a Tinubu's hard work. It will frustrate everything.
We get work to do, no problem. Make them they do their own. Me and my children go they do our own.
So Kene say, see, that can't be fighting Mama Eto and her children. No. He don't leave you. See, Kene don't leave you.
See, you don't leave you and my children. Thank you.
You know what Mama Eto problem? Eh? You dey say his life there. See his life there. Eh? What's he fair for this life? In fact, you need Abure's lawyers at this point.
See the one to Abure start.
Good luck with that.
Good luck to you, see.
Now money is involved though, for Abure. If you match Tinubu money,
good. Oh my God. Nigeria, we hate thee, our dear native land. Oh Jesus.
Well, anyway, there is God though. Mama patience. There is God,
if it is Mama H.O. with 2 children, I feel help you find but
her children many, they will come for you.
Her children plenty.
See, listen to Kene. Just so you know, Riti.
Kene, you for me and find it to say that me and 2 children, but now my children. Oh my God. Now do a one and let person laugh this morning because River State don't put somebody.
Oh boy. You say, Kene, you're right. Oh, many children, they will finish you now. Now you don't accept. You don't accept that they will finish you. This has been fun. Thank you for the laughs. I need it to. Everything when they happen for Nigeria, I can't say we still feel laugh. Yeah?
When I saw that barra being demolished today, oh God.
Which one?
One barra for Lagos, so police barra, they don't drive the
say not in this morning, no.
Somebody
for a couple of
who sold it? Who bought it?
I want to know. I did government. I don't know.
Hey, who sold it and who buyer? And where did they expect those police to go and live? With how much? So my children went in their Lagos. Make una make una ready because they go task. Now police go there.
I think they gave them 1 million to relocate. Is that what I heard?
1
Now
million
say
to
1 million.
relocate
Where
from
they
which house?
want how they want where they want to afford the rent for island.
Exactly. Instead of them to build another barrack for them, they are giving them 1 million to do what? Some of
You
them
know
get
what? I won't
children.
be surprised if these APC people go bring Oyibo people to come become police for Nigeria, for Lagos especially. I'm not shocked. You wanna bet? It's a possibility.
Oh, wow.
Now yesterday, for Bia don't buy for Cameroon. They don't put the pikin sharp. That they bring the pikin up for Bia of Cameroon after
don't
ruling
buy?
for 40 years. They don't buy.
They go put in pikin?
Now in pikin they want put. I say I don't know. Cameroonians not get fighters. I don't know. They don't suppress those people. I don't know. That is not supposed to be happening. After 40-something years of that man died at the age of what? 80 or 90 something? I can't even
And
remember.
Cameroonians, they fold their hand, they won't let that happen.
I don't know. You know, they've been suppressed for a very long time. So I don't know. You say, get where you do people rich, you'll become complacent.
They go come become mumu.
They'll come become mumu. That's not what time they worry about for Nigeria.
No.
They'll come become people
My
see when they
children no
fight
go
for
be
Nigeria.
mumu. If they be mumu before me, I won't wake them up.
They want to put his son. So I'm like, can somebody, is there no possibility of, because that's crazy. Papa finished 40-something years. God, wickedness in high places. Wait till they tell them for Africa, they say, you go as incapable of ruling yourself. So then France could just come again. Hey, God, I beg you. Yes, so Quinty, you don't know. It is it's been official, it's been made official. They first sent a message, fake message, memo out. It is in French. I know Sabi speak French. That they claim say the man is in good health. That they debunk and say the man not pie. He's in good health and everything. When they consider that one not work, now they were not forced to announce say the man don't pie. Now the pikin now they won't try bring up now to become.
Hey, Jesus Christ. Is something wrong with us in Africa?
I beg you, there's nothing wrong with me. Now these people where they put the people where they want. This man ruled for 42 freaking years. Almost destroyed the country.
With no development.
Nothing. Now he's spied, and France is doing everything possible to make his first son, eldest son, Frank Emmanuel Biya, his successor. Can you imagine? Soil will not be your own land when, hey God, hell,
that is why they carry her for that Burkina Faso, Ibrahim. That na pikin.
And guess what? He go do health shopping. I go do. Let's say for Biya Pies, seeking treatment in a Paris hospital. So he has been seeking treatment in that. Now for Paris, they rule. He not there the country. He abandoned the country. They rule.
They rule from Paris.
Yeah, and most of the structure set now France now they run am. If before they sign any contract now, France go first. It's sad though. I no go lie. They have already concluded it's someone that was not ruling since he has been living. Yes, I'm telling you, it's crazy. I'm like, I don't understand. Maybe God, I don't understand. The man not even supposed to come back to that country. I don't know. Because they have everything of that country, their currency, their everything. Salobo Nigeria. It's madness. It's madness. See another one where they hold. I don't know who this one be. The president of which country, African country. They hold and waka. Ha. Hmm. Exactly. It's already happening in Nigeria. Exactly. He goes to France if he not go France, he will go London for checkup. He go stay there. Maybe he's on vacation. Abi is he back? Eh? Crazy. Yeah, I heard that actually. I heard he had that dementia since. Eh? What is wrong with? I don't understand. If we not fight to correct it in our own, almost a long thing, no, will be on a long thing. It will be no joke. Hmm? Man. When I hear say Owando oil, the cousin have been a niece or been a nephew of Agbado, when they head Owando company, they don't sign contract with which country now? Trinidad, is it Trinidad? Yeah. So they supply them oil. Now here that one.
I never heard that one, no.
Yeah, it's a recent one. Yep. Let me pull it up. Owando oil and Trinidad. That's it. Wale Tinubu Owando. Wale Tinubu's Owando. They call him Owando. Shortlisted to buy Trinidad's national refinery. They won't buy the Trinidad national refinery. Already
So
the government of Trinidad
go there, they bring petrol for us.
say already the government of Trinidad have shortlisted Owando alongside 2 other companies out of 10 companies who have placed a bid on the refinery. So there are just 3 companies, either of which will land the deal. Here are the implications. What are the implications? Let me see. What are the implications? Before we get into this, we need to remind ourselves of who owns Owando. It's owned by Wale Tinubu, the loved nephew of the Nigerian president, Bola Tinubu. Not drawing any conclusions. Anyways, this is just somebody's. I'm reading somebody's tweet. One, if this deal pulls through for Owando and the refinery begins operation, they will export crude to Trinidad for refining. After refining, they will import it back to Nigeria to sell. Now the year now. They may also export to other countries with better market value. If Owando succeeds to refine crude in Trinidad, Nigerians should not expect cheap petrol. This is because the price of the petrol will solely rely on foreign exchange, dollar to naira rate. With high exchange rate, it means we will certainly pay high. Owando will pose a major competitor to Dangote refinery. You see the trick? And insofar as this current government remains in power, Owando will get upper hand in the competition. Don't ask me why, read the room. NNPC will remain in the dark, particularly in revealing details of the quantity of crude produced, supplied, and how much earned. And just maybe these deals pull through, we shouldn't expect quality petrol. Hey! Now, don't hear. That's the song from someone's tweet. I just read it now. Tinubu is not playing. He's here to fill up his bullion vans and basically hold Nigeria. Yep. By the time he finishes, even the rich politicians will be. I'm telling you, all of them think that they are escaped it. All the so-called elite in Nigeria, they go here win. He's coming for all of them. He doesn't even, they don't even know. They have no idea. The truth is that he has sold out Nigerians. Yep. That's it. That is it. That's why he's insisting that APC must be in the state, because he also wants to buy the state. By the time he succeeds in making every state in Nigeria APC, Otilo, forget. On that note, make I leave now for the evening. We don't try. A little over 3 hours. My people, Nigerian news not the finish. Every day, now one thing or the other. One thing or the other. I don't know how we get out of this, but we'll keep talking. Now, the amount we get now, we'll take talk. Hopefully, as we continue to talk, maybe the tide will begin to turn. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Seed, Kenan, thank you very much for the last. I appreciate it. This was a great conversation. I enjoyed myself. Everyone that was here, Dada, who else was here earlier? Queen T, how can I forget my sister? Queen T, everyone, I salute you now. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you all. We shall see again now. Now, not say the matter for Nigeria no dey finish. So we continue to push. Thank you very much, Okene. I thank you. I appreciate you well too. You be like that brother. When we say una go quarrel, sometimes una go quarrel. The quarrel go hot. Una go see serve you, your sister. Me, I go still cook. I'll still give you food chop. You cannot feel let my brother starve now. You understand? So I appreciate them. We not go always agree. Sometimes we go quarrel. Sometimes we will get heated arguments. Now part of the drill. Because all of us love Nigeria in whatever capacity we do, and we want it to work. So sometimes we go argue, we go drag each other like Nama. We go drag each other like Nama. When Nama meets when not the good done. So, but I appreciate you guys for indulging me when I dey talk, the way I dey talk, una dey vex, but una not to dey vex for me. I appreciate that. This is not the vex for us, it's all love. We all love the country and we want it to be good. I mean, I'm sure that you guys will love to see me stream from my mango tree someday. I'm very sure about that. Where I will be whisking away flies. I go to use that, they call them a splash, they call them frog flies. Hopefully there will be no flies at that time. At least they'll be disturbing me. Now do well. My people, don't worry. We'll meet in court. I have Abure's lawyer. I beg you, fake lawyers. Now you even go to contact nonsense. See, those lawyers not going to help you. Will whoop you for court. Just know that.
Have a blessed week, Steve and Kenneth. Thank you.
Yeah.
See, thank you for making us to laugh.
Exactly. Sibling anger not the rich bone. Exactly. We not the rich bone. We go quarrel. See, go quarrel. You say, please now. See, be like our brother.
Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you, everybody.
Everybody, yeah. Thank you so much, Mama. I appreciate you.
Thank you too, Mama.
You be the mama of the world, so try to give you your flowers. By the way, I know. See, tell me we'll meet in court. So they show up for court. Can you imagine the lawyers when Steve Mango collect? Abure lawyer and Wiki lawyer. I don't understand. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys on my next one. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you on my next one. Bye. Sorry, I've been chewing. Look at me chewing anyhow. You could never call me to order. All right, guys. Good night.